in Ghana, especially in the Akan areas. Do you remember say ya? I did not go so pa dear before friend a year more than the death. It is something that is very paramount to many of us. In the Bible, trying to say there was soon, there was sere, and then sere. So together, one a nay almost soon on a this year. And on theatre, this is no free as I see us so no. And now we na kabum esu. The secret Amponsah, I want them away. On come home, and your madam, it is part of life. And at one point in time, said the Chakunkuna Kano, say it was said the people Procope, and to one day, and there is something that we call atemu, and that one is very serious. It is the man as to be no a whole atemu or ho jitum sa. So whilst mourning the dead, and I pay a big charge ajo obi esu ni kunu bi so ne yere ne wafa ne ba ne busu apani bi. But remember say on the oko on waka, that is one thing. Posterity will judge all of us. Timo amusu eni muso no pay. And pay tie o me ne odi ho komo. Tia one say in life there is a start and then the end. And the most difficult aspect is the ending. So we no send the city. Ye me bre ho a ya ma no kra ni yanim abrabom. Enti oda ho wo na oda ho na mutwa no wadwadwo no. Assemblies of God for Methodist for Baptist for Zion Rock Chapel for Moya Wufusum no. The oda ho nim se heaven won ko. Nyema na kokoa mu. Oyesi eye. The ensem fata. The only to me Jifrin Crawford some 94.1 Enyagro. EZRA. Nipa nka no kora wa Ghana. 94.1. That's an nka no kora. Enti
EZRA 94.1.
Obia so obia anye. Obia anye obia ni. To kan say obia side obia tie. Why? Because you will feel say that be and the dachi is the dead. One day and then I wo obako me call the yakwa say. Ya ba ya kra ya yakwa so ankra da na de kro. Ya suma ya ne ba be ye. Anopa me ba me twa jusi ade ketu e bi so. Me ko madam fu bi ma me ye 3 weeks ago. Awo for me na ho ba bi. Na edipa 9 ani esi omo esi ho that very day edipa 9. Hu ba ko na no atumi se e bia na brabo no I had an koya manasa. But the most important thing no enye de koye masase su. De wa kobu ho aten. Let's live well. Na nya menkan ho. Right, I wish you a trust and pay once again a very good morning meeting. That is Mike and together with the team led by the legend Reverend Kofi Asantidin. There have been a lot of issues this week in the Ashanti region, Ghana and beyond. And of course, the Pope, you don't know, Tumpem, I know, the Vatican, and in the Italian time, 9 a.m., Enyagro, Rome, and Enyagro, Roman 4, Roman and EZRA 94.1. Yen se popunya san what di. 94.1. Yen se popunya na ko ade. Bobo de na so kire dem ko kakra. Yen fa se popunya. Ti na ma fo nyina emu nyina mo yakọ. Now this week it's been dead. You heard they see here Suhum area in the eastern region. Amanase about 11 people dying this week. I'm saying videos. You hear the next day, you see how dancing don't pass Formina Road. And also, a Nipa 11 dying at the spot. Mami be on a mark teacher near so excited Formina Tia Mass. welfare chairman ne mami ensa na ka twia from afre yi so ekumienu ma ba ko dakora no is very terrible. You share the CEO and you so afre so and also the same car na you sutu passengers you sutu na metri no ko and na sane na so the SCA ewo ya gina hini atwampo nua and then the Asante Regional Police Commander Taikujo eko ho chief anopa me chiao oze Mike mo yire mo ho mo ta eche jota machi chief ya da ase ya chiao no pai na commander ese asoja fo mu di sa abon nyina no they will be identified EZRA 94.1 and emrano mu bedi but commander I want to trust your words
94.1
I just want to trust your words because you are new in the system here. But the Council of State aba Council of State mebunu be through baby say hunu ho videos, rare videos, their faces were captured, seen, known people ebesine not a single soul any action no yati ba kokra okurum ha omonam ho enti wakan yate but yasenka fo suban omodan do okurum ha nyefe asenka fo suban omodan do okurum ha nyefe bia ma no so ana tuka ele boys no say de sunom wi ne laka ne red no de twika okurum ha nyagro but we have transport unions na woka wona tisika over 2 billion akoto ovan na dia ma brantie bia ono no chese ni trial da ne to se ya na ni trum sabi twika ne basa sa when you are driving you are not careful nyame anka ono anya careful la sabi brantie bia wa brought this anim bajo nkwa firi nsem anapara meba Kesmin Haya. And I will continue to say this until the IGP. Now, on also Jina Kwahu 94.1. I name Onyamia Man, some of the IGP. Ever stop some of these nonsense are echoes will come her.
EZRA 94.
Will be a private. I'll do an emotion.
4.1 FM.
Tio, we are private driver. Omi don't see ya. Baba Kumam, you know, Kesmin Haya. We are private. Udu wa esitwam trotro na agina no na nkanya yase be ja trotro fi so na dim pado do nam ye jelo nim do mo ye oje omo wa card bi mate $400 for na de asem 10 Ghana oje ya na asam watu aso omo ncheke he se baba ni kwata de ba na hye no baba ba na hye no de twika na kra ye ncheke he aposifo bi e wa Ghana han ensuro nyame nsuro hwe mu o man no for man no they do things anyhow aposifo no ebinum nsuro nyame bako okurum ha sei enti me I will continue to say enkwansia wodo akoso o man mu no I blame some of the police personnel especially the MTTD post ni jina kwa ho a de o hwa ni sika ojina private nso a honorable say adwuma mo na e ba mo ba yo o me kakra Africa more than 18 deaths just within a week the yakwa record no I ben the unknown ones are numerous. They say Prajia Aboboya Okada laws are coming 21 years and I will be me but and the taxes net for Muchika Kroma obi kwa only 18 years only 18 is Muchika only 18 only driver license Muchika na post for Jina Kwem yes o man bit me akoso the question is Ghana to saying kwa ya ofa so kwa nam so krom ha at the saying driver na de okro at the saying 0531455105 0531455105 I'm a fan on tour anopa na din komo ewo Adum Blue Light PZ. Adum Blue Light PZ Central Market. The before I'm me chama no pay. Na menchia KM. Na mimusa KM fo se omo jojo di fo ho ana so omo dwe omo amo ho. Samasi eja sese ejapade ko nipa nya ne ho ana watimi kwa bibi di ama ono ankasa na busua o maybe anka the first point of call and they say the victims no we assemble them we yanko be on Turkey ni din ko say Mike when a disaster occurs in Turkey the first thing the local government they say but identify all the victims now was scheduled counseling. They are Pemba Assembly hoa. They don't know motor what is in Nina ko go area 2 days. Na mo counseling. Ye two omofo. Munya botre. Na me be ye. Ababon ensi ye. 94.9. Dwomakuma. Ye ade ba Dwomakuma. Na etiye mo wasanya resemu bio in the business industry. We dey anya sa o. Ibebu. Yemu. To the extent that the mayor takes assembly members to the scene after pushing them to approve a reporter, the engineer Diaba. Oma kokoko hesi no. Omu nyanko si akwere biu. And the mayor gives order. Yanko bumu. What? Animal kingdom ana. Ana pe benyamre. Na yadi nkomo ekejetia. I have one of the honest assembly member in the Kumasi metropolis. KME. But when we have, you put some questions and pay. You put some gene for one. But our time of call the CJ now any communicate to be the Chief Justice of Ghana, Justice Gertrude Tukonu. In fact, over the week, it's been a lot of issues. Abayano na make an appointment, and I'm saddened by some commenter. Amanfobi eye concerning the suspension of the Chief Justice of Ghana. Abayano make an appointment. I once spoke with the political aide to Dr. Baumia. Obrana is a John Ramani Mahama say appointment na oyi biadie. And Kofi told me say he agrees with the president say wa want me you bia na say oyi free ho because aban no emrama na kwansa aban make appointment na on sign and disappointing crop for. The judicial system is one of the areas Ghana ni bia no person ke be amanyosem wo ho. But we all agree. Mama me the list of the appointees and amount for appointment of them call the judicial system of on the platform na ebe to also on the course mama. You realize that Aban Biaba he blames the electoral commission. We are not the actual the judicial system. And the governance now is so porous in the sense that say we are buying now ba now was one me yedie do twa mu ne ye no bia na ase woro uni moduma. So it got to the time John Ramani Mahama in opposition was referring to Chief Justice and the Supreme Court say 5-2 all because edi asem amanebuabo NDC. Now, more said that the CJ assembly mu ye no. It will be a kind of open. The information is that the judicial secretary has resigned. All because the Chief Justice Mikunu and the ba. Timido amai sika. Take it. the money krone ne ba so fa me baka ho. So why don't we wait? Eni fa ya Ghana ha enyina ebeka bi. Odi fa emra na ne bedi. Why are we all judging wrongly? Saying that as a aban no per se was so on kwankwo for kogu the Supreme Court na December wotimi dibem na John Mahama etimi de call the next time. Mahama besa ko bakwa ho wontimi yetimi 0531455105 Mahama bakwa ho akodwa say 8 consecutive. Oh Debbie mama nyene sa anno kwa nyene sa no say the trimu a ebe Richard J. Frimpong was appointed to the Supreme Court by Nanado in 2024. Yao Dako Asare in 2024 appointed by Nanado. Ernest Yao 2023 by Nanado. Barbara Francis 2023 by Nanado. Samuel Kwame Adubi Asiedu 2022 by Nanado. Emmanuel Yoni Kolindi 2020 by Nanado. Henrietta Joy Abena Nyako Mensa Bonsu 2020 by Nanado.
EZRA 94.1.
Isifu Imoro Tanku Amadu 2020 by Nanado. Avery Lovelace Johnson 2019 by Nanado. Gabriel 2015 by John Dramani Mahama. Paul Bafoboni 208 by Ekufo John Ejekum Kufo. And Gertrude Araba Isaba Saki Tokonu. The suspended CJ currently by Nana Dankwa Kufuado. Abuja for let's be fair to ourselves. Let's be fair to ourselves. All these are eminent justices of the highest court, the apex court of the republic. All these people, they are eminent people. And I can say the health issues by now the Ghana Medical Association to say the health minister Akando Anyen Yeno, they issued a statement. They condemned it. I will say the judicial service, we know better than them. They are aquaswono. They are quiet. They are not speaking. Even all this about there, or say 14, only 2 pair and Mahamane Kofo. They are coming and anado. Can any government whosoever come and appoint about another 11 to 12 our Supreme Court? Let's credit our judges with that respect.
94.1.
Even with Supreme Court judge Bafoboni and Nei or the Chief Justice acting no onokwa be substantive. Trust me, if cases go to Supreme Court, NDC and Shomuniama Mama and Sanema, they will never win. Trust me. Nanado pack them. Now, mostly in 4 months, NPP can't pay their workers. In 4 months. Is that true? Did I hear that? In 4 months, NPP in Timinto my foka. I'm a Japan. And I come on 1 million Ghana cedis on my foka. In 4 months. Haba. I'm disappointed. What I am called. But I'm quite that transi. Honorable Kwaba.
Sir Mike, me Josu.
If you have a call there.
Namiadum, now so.
Namiadum Boko. Say, me father say, what free Ghana. Now, we should say, crowd there. Me a boy Juma, my CC fee. I Juma. Me kotato go kakra. Me me tie jame wo fa ase for say Juma no mo nto aso. Na ba na se bo so me 9. Akatua. Ukoye ntimi ntua anya ya.
Like kabe ha me pa. So batima boy Juma hye bibia kama na o se na se me tu kwa me de bi ja se de o kan. Wa be bae no na o ma me ja o ma chi no na se o ma timi ahye ne ma. 94.1 you hold the Afra na niema be ko yi. 4 months. Me cry no am tell story no cry na
na ye mashi wo ho
na me pese ka
94.1
honorable Ken
94.1 FM.
okay nkaje secret
ke fi asem
mama me ni ko mamra we ke to akpalu party no ankaje mo wa oh yes so no dey afi no fe ba but the whole NPP say NPP aba ba mu fie nwotwe akọ position bosome nan e dey dwefo ka bosome nan e ntimi antua ma je secretary Japan and a corporate card how long will Kennedy pay for workers within the NPP? Well, His Excellency Kofi Akpalu is a leader and founder at the Liberal Party of Ghana. Also made a demonstration against the government. Say Emma, the Chief Justice of Ghana. Your Excellency, what to be kind of prayer? I'm watching.
No, that's me.
Bibi abokore.
Oh, we na kupo na do Morocco. Bibi aboko.
Very well. Now, what say mobile demonstration against the president? Is that right there?
Oh, minia. Yami ya duma. Edwada ebe na woche. And I said 5th May. Edwada ebe na woche. The Bay demonstration to sepa. Oh, and crying. Now,
EZRA 94.1
EZRA 94.1
FM.
and I'm all so the soul you justice in the free one. No, you too much energy. Since sir, not here or say any pump and then and a petition. Say only in fuel. Yeah, nipa or no nipa means son. Any year, Yaka Wabum, wind the Dawson. As we do not we will be.
But sir, crime does not look at numbers. Crime is crime. So even if 10 against 1, now say 1 no who say dear or speaking against no. I am one year. Your Excellency, it doesn't matter. Say moye 10 and now moye 20. Ana.
Say minia obekaya.
EZRA 94.1 94.1
Barnabas. Na yezandi Yesu Kristo kujana na niwono. Nipa ni na dodo na ka heda bi. Yenkum Yesu na yenya Barnabas. Ana nesa.
Exactly.
You know, say nipa domini sigari. The
fact that political parties, about 5 of you, Akamuabomu does not mean say you represent the majority.
94.1 FM. EZRA 94.1
EZRA 94.1
EZRA 94.1 FM.
Because already said the institutions organ and MPP NDC asero. Omayeno MPP NDC. We never point at Doma Aka. Judiciary. Sir, judiciary no. Yama point Emma MPP NDC. Exactly no. Sir, Munyamana. We know ni baby agina obi a wo tie me ne na no pay wo EZRA ti nya sasem na meka no na fa wakoma eto nchen because a baby ye fa di wa obo fa na tra hwe onye ye makwa masadi we sisi shiri get the bien wo organ ha no ma to me the pay. The DSM over Maui.
EZRA 94.1
the Chief Justice now know that judge is fooling in Anno. It means first up how we should yina. Now judge for na canai. Probably no meet my eti sene only opinion sem. Nothing but common or we default. but anyone say, oh, I'm a unibi, a kind of sentiment.
94.1 FM.
I'm a judge in
EZRA
94.1. Forget.
EZRA 94.1.
EZRA 94.1 FM.
I can read because for the room to get the phone in our garden. It is a judge dear could do some. I'm on your knee between no. I'm a D at some man.
Are you saying, sir, the Chief Justice, Onyem from Subia? Then why don't we allow the procedure no our first one? Sir, he's a learned lawyer, and this wabono amount for petition. The president, if we do process, set a committee. After say offer the ama the Council of State omo etimi identify prima facie against the Chief Justice. Now, the president has two options. So either say asem no ekoswa edi asem no omo Chief Justice akoswa tena ho aye na djuma na omo akoswa ahwehwe nsem no mu awie omo wie a ebono a we na fi ho amono a onto aso or oba suspend no na committee no ebe ko asem no so awie omo na bonu a wa free ho amono a ato aso so ehifo na omampani no wafom
ohene na wo kanu nka ne kwaso ano na so agena ehye
FM.
ko furi ti mo so mo de pamo ma omo start yenye ne be to abani no
EZRA 94.1.
EZRA 94.1 FM.
Yeah, we John Dramani Mahama. A canoe, Bijum, canoe, Graliasi. Say, MDC, a lot of foreign judges for Mu, Kumamu, Yero, Mumkamo, na, about his Moku, Visharino. I feel so. Omo yo man say ma me le kwa bia so me pam. Eti wo bomu trimopo. So me pam ma me no. Ti ne se ma me na e boni bi. Eti we ni die e hemsika e flamji so e be chanto bi dia to ma me no so. Na dia pam no. Eti no. E no e na ye no bi speech e bi. Ye tra ho e mo mo ye no be so mo ye no. And in the first place kwa no. Ye mpem mo mo me pam Chief Justice. Na omo nya kwan a teacher justice na aka no omo na wo mo ayo omo enema bi a sabio enfata re NDC e PNDC na wo wo ye PNDC for NDC se obuni mabakosema ta omo penso PNDC penso e na judges akukuma kudam mensa ana indi sum the bomb bomu to kunwom ipia asasiso ya
94.1
it's a
FM.
record it's a custom so mudi judge fu muni ada
EZRA 94.1.
EZRA 94.1
no ye
FM.
nye ha na entina ho ema omfa sa no ema this time.
right, but
there's no
Excellency, still Nana, I'm not getting those 5 political parties now when we had demonstration. Because one, me aware say the judicial secretary has resigned based on decision being taken here in the emolument and the travel CJ travel allowances be the per diem and then nikunu ne ba or the omuka hu tu kwan millions of Ghana cedis near the day. Obeka say I na mo ntwen ma process ni na no end ansana na mo to amotwe mo betu amatu because the amokan na kwa say nipa no kwa ho na oye bone kura tia ono na djuma ho ye no kura no a because NPP ni appointing nti no eni kwa so wampani yi ni free ho. Can we rule a country in this way?
Basa the whole canon no could be any your canon no could be any.
Which of them?
Me say the whole canon no could be any. na from so bi ani ho aye so empo so ja wo ka no so what to kwan now on any kunu to kwan and I said breed one ne be to kwan from so bi ani for a judge or chief justice of this country go to kwan ne kunu to kwan and I want ne be to kwan na o man na fa moka
94.1 FM
ni kunu no na abamba be ore ne yiri mutu kwa ko Dubai yo man ne ka ni kunu na John Dramani Mahama president also on ne ba Sharif o ma fa you play on mo de na mo ko up and down that Sharif on the president that all man but we see they are the first family. There's nothing wrong. So my name Bobo or Moka. Say Okofa na bushani fufu bia won the bar na so nyam Nikuna. And there's something different. Now Nikuna and anybody, what is wrong with that? There's nothing wrong.
Well, the petitions are many, but your sense, Yemusa say, do you feel say the anonymity unia kuma na B now cancel? There is an attempt by Mahama to remove the CJ. Said the Obenya on only favorite Abeshaho. Now obetimi I stand the tenant of office. Most of sana also hunana.
Because they employ the agenda. Some be chief justice no. Omo yi ni bia. No me na kwan no yi. EC. Madam the friend say Jemensa. And Bosman sorry. Then Samotiki. It's a ploy that they want to start. And it's only kind of justice in the area. The baby come moment to me is 24. Now, we are. I can point say, ometing to Ghana Fonsa. Na overcome Mahama opportunity. So I'm called the third time. That is the plan.
What was your Munyano? Munya this information why
say or the chief justice no
EZRA 94.1
EZRA 94.1
Supreme Court for now feel my interpretation of the article no so president say in the terms no I saw several it should be continuous it shouldn't be like say dia wakobako kwambe dem now was some baby ma. This is the first one they share. The second one they say 12 million. That is the plan. You only your interning.
But looking at precedents, in law, I don't know your Jumapa. Dear, see the Charlotte saying, but another take it over, and the AC. Is there any difference?
Can be managed.
The see Charlotte say so. As EC chair, the remover, and the AC, the Chief Justice, and so pensui. And so you man,
yes, so swear be room. The ten say, Mammy, the American, we are, them the North so. It's Omunya Pine on Budu more. No more by SID, no. Now, I almost only had him say, French country. President be about what's your constitution no I am open na of sort turn for so Ghana had a brosa yeah ikui sabi woni di four be wa ha then travel use why they be first or you need be more yeah peaceful country we are going to continue to be peaceful eti said your said the Marcus said the omo ni na ya gine aduma no trauma back for minor. We are going to resist it, we are going to stop it, and it will never happen in this country. We are after the back, Charlotte say, again, now what kind of so. Charlotte say, and yet, on one call for no more, and a cofa, as some our more kind of honor in the buy. No more directors, yes, sir. Yema me Opukwa Jumai, so be kaina. Ye papa, when the baby call Suli.
Amadi Suli.
Alaji Suli. And Mammy Sabato say, we now were commissioners, deputy commissioners, and the commissioner. chairperson. Omunina and Omu Komutokwa and Omudin Samuba. Say, and a procurement and a way this kind of way you say no more to one and the Montowa. And Omudi a Kontokwa. I feel now, or more good moving and that with the family. Because there were grounds are no more near one a public knowledge. What I say, directors will go no more common to and also at 1 month
94.1 FM.
Electoral commissioner
94.1
different for name to justice.
EZRA 94.1
EZRA 94.1 FM.
President, no, and that one, the executives, and then the Speaker of Parliament, and also that legislature.
EZRA
94.1 government also creating justice. Now, there must be a transition. So
it's just going to be a mere demonstration. We've seen series of demonstrations in this country. Opposition a year against the government. At the end of the day, no. Enkosiaga enti should we say we know an exercise ebe end in futility or exercise enkosiaga bi ana.
Me say this time no ebisiaga kaneno na esiaga this time ebisiaga nemu mameka bibi so and so for him this time around no so me nyina amode mu hutu because asem na eba efa wo efa me ho efa obi bia ho so ya makwan e masa dey wait me e go to that was
EZRA 94.1
94.1 government there will be change of chief justice.
Yes, sir, no pay. Ya na say, e be mre no aba studio na afie nyam ready nkomo. Why?
Matimiya.
His Excellency Kofi Akpalu, a leader and founder Edema Liberal Party of Ghana. There's going to be a series of demonstrations against the government concerning the suspension of the Chief Justice of the Republic. Well, we need to see, and for us, Opo matrasi na Opo ya microphone here. Omo ko there.
Boko my once me odi me ba me nchi issue na mpese me comment but me wo problem kakra once say anhwi both party yeah MPP ni NDC phone na ye the judicial issues no e politics e be high power
yeah
me point ni say president are suspended as social person I make say
yeah
that me catch you say I always want to be a social politician within any party be me
yeah
yenyi nedi yesi bibi wo ho a esi
yeah
de me fi say sisi a wo se nyina anka ye hwe say sa de esi
and then see
but those elites now mo ko ba nyina
yeah
obi etimi amaye that identification so all these people no me who obi a all educating me opoma say I don't know esi but be a president exercise word mercy
yeah
obviously the
temper
mercy with law
yes justice
and justice with law something like that or NC in TPA president can one of the intimidations or now my yen wa bonten yenya clear understanding of the issue
and upon me can be say
ba me bana meet you
yeah
wa sama wo kan kire say ne problem ni say yes we use to aban ni sika e was enko ko ono ne bodyguard
yes
e de ne yere ne kunu ne mana ako
yeah
but
and only one aspect of it too.
Yes,
one aspect of the charges no yes
na eye no kure enye no kure yen hwe no and na ni kwan so asa aman ne be da akoso
that is the issue
to da mo me anya very careful say Ghana no obi di boni a no a political party akosha chi instance ye be ade na da ho pa na aka no na ye partisan na hye we ko ba adani party the substantive issue we won pa na ye den so ada me hwe me pa disua nti ma hye da akoye yi pa eni o ma president ye no de na ni constitution
okay ni ma ha se ye no
na nka me nua palu wo so anka be so I want somebody to quote me say the oil no say ni constitution no mu dia then we all fight against him according to lawyer I'm a friend no and he gave me the quotation sections near you and omami a little bit education about it he's an MPP man
okay
he's an MPP man I say even same post Saki Chief Justice that this is not the first time Kwame Nkrumah ibida
okay
this is Saki na ebe the second time but as to see a petition CJ there almost to be a testimony
okay yeah
according to lawyer
some petition we kura no e ko na do tie
wo de tie ni ameka no o say obi a face bi da
okay
but the fortunate for them they say the face bibia face abrani or appointing no government
okay
that's what I say obi a mahama appointing no FACB obi a nanado appointing no FACB obi a president Kofi appointing FACB
okay
obi a John Jerry Rawlings appointing FACB the emami chem say me be kasema I want to be well informed and san makabi so ochira ko say every CJ be tested this situation but as to say we e be sack enye sack no Kwame Nkrumah time na Kwame Nkrumah time ne see ye no e no mo ye mra se aban bia ni tumi se wode onsa e be ka CJ se mache e se obi abe fa nemo
has to go through the process
yes se wode onsa be ka ji se oye wei and also this a petition and obi aye it is a way or the aba
of man the council of state
yes o the man president or be refer to council of state council of state of omame word
prima facie
so almost a case of prima facie then they give it to them now omo no steady
na president at committee
okay o see set up committee I want to so composition no
EZRA 94.1
enti o ka kire me pain say president na de o ye nyina no oni fo
okay
but the omu nyina pen say yenhwe na no kura wom no mfanye den enya adwuma ada ne yentwen no because president no GE no oni rights o timi catch us say you the rights in so the council of state council of state as study say bibi wa asama ye kanu etimi yenhwe president has set up a committee in correct omu we have the recommendations by them ebeba recommendation no eba president say the beko council of state na ni ombeka no announce na yema eno ma ye no omu process enti say easy last easy e dey na adu gina so edi no dey no ho ayi no dey
say
na nya procurement cases
nti mrani di wana
ye na ya nyi no he etoda o kase obi tincho o kase hey as a poor man she said yes that be I want to be a very good politician say etoda asem ni sine ye Ghana mo ye Ghana no na ye we issue na da no but say any say NDC MPP a mi ne ona asem tomia NDC ni MPP medi machi no the bia we will suffer
exactly
meanwhile the big men now omu didi a eye sika ko se ba fom maybe ye aduma ma mi ni mi nua nya so mfa so no they will always chop it at the top and use the party to defend them
exactly
emwa etimi the American so can say His Excellency the President
94.1
baby how be do
94.1 FM
when you din entima party form pushu
okay
emma ade a enye no kre no umfa nkoye because at the end of the day integrity is at stake you may think say when you first last time but think about
is it any before they say omo say as o pese okọ no that time nti na o pese o yes the oil no
o send the constitutional.
That is what the police cross are can.
Send your constitutional.
Some say when you are the favorite, then they will test the law and then the.
But I want trade position.
But anything can happen. Do.
So they have majority in parliament. So if they want to amend the situation, they can do that.
So I said no quandia commit my amendment. By trade position, you need a popular vote from the Ghanaians.
I said
yes or no. That's a yes or no. Nobody can afford to. They are saying you're nine.
So to know.
Now say we better yes or no. Say we go 12 years.
Say Mark, the plan is now a person draw attention in.
Yeah.
Say a basa na also ofriwa obi isi na frio. If the isi ni so ni wa, they call referendum. Say yes or no na referendum. They kwa. Say isi no betima manipulate aye bibi.
Ghana ha itimi manipulate bibi.
Hey, Ghana election.
Ghana am about me and
Ghana ha. Oh no. Honorable Ghana ha.
Omo decide.
Ghana for.
And you can this your say about me win simple. Because Kofi akwasi this election here obibia. E dey na nya abaye. MP
bia. One more try to catch Mr. Mike. Maybe party achi for the past 30 years. Election period sika buy and sempa.
This election.
This election.
So the way Mike home see we will time sky buy. Opo we are
sika na buy tomo.
That's episode
video. Omo keep you na for bed.
Let's can about myself.
That time I said
they lost the election.
That time I said we jagu mo.
Omo who say eya kan on be win it. E don discount ko show omo pass it.
Was it
that be o say I damn we better am.
Oh sir.
E je who say lose ni balance 233. Afi na akwa cho obi say 2 million better.
But say every before the yes there then
omo yes say na report no
no what I mean is
omo yes there
on Ghana is saying any afternoon the ballot box program e create here any morning show ya ba ha 3 months to elections no every weekend you be sabi bia no na MVP lose and at times the MVP before the tenacity say and some na be phone last na sabi no not a single of them we don't think say what the callers
are saying
were saying no na omu meni ana
na no omu jiwudi who so be no omu jidi
well but checking the Japan what say they lost the election
na kele the Japan no omu jidi di Mike election
you are saying that they are going to lose
me kano a year and a half say the MPP be lose and man can just like that. I have about 300 and something platform Lionhead Media
yes
abuaniti so e wini do so every morning me here the company for say na eko omo ti ase da
yes
enti omo no mu ngini even to extend that something do atam yababo we are there whole lot by now Mike I am proud me champion for it me friend catch am say opoma asem we mu kan yo as tinamu nim ni nyina
I'm honorable Akwasi Kwaten Dr. Quarry Assembly member and opoma ya former presiding member KMB wasaba onone assembly member wabidi assembly
Mike na what first vice chairman second vice chairman MPP
buti am friend mama me no schedule interview
what say what kwa election yama 130 near 138
168 138
169
169
and the man 138 san crofon here 2 om who kuta 138 who di aba 88 o si ama unko o si yon 2 om nyina eti 2 om dia enya from top o eyini na asai
if you see
constituency executives ni coordinators ni nyina so mchenyi om
I see
enya so na asai o
obi won so na ofom o adwuma ni yo
oh jai we are the whole asai unya asai o form
obi won no adwuma ni yo
sai don ai samai adwuma na da onya adwuma kitu o ya ma party ni we ni ya no enya nti na skafo no be jom nim say da form
na is the party scanning
why
party a format mama ko ni akwa
say ana ase e wuti awo mu dem
enra
e wo mu dem
uti kene Japan de kan enra
matini nyina
kene Japan say otu kwan no te say yesi party no omo ye dwuma party no mu no bia obeko head office obi security obi cleaner obi say 4 months nie
into omo ka
yes can
na wana de aka obedi na etie obedi ni 4 years
I dey serious o no I'm surprised o ntia bibi pa ni musume na pay position ona bo kwati
so Mike ma me chetie for na me chia me
I am going 4 years ka no metua o
aji break
o de ne ba yi
doti ne kwari fo ina me chia o mu yin
yes
so Mike I say we say em so obi sa me na me ka wan say me na ka me susu ye mu kra na I was thinking say e ka enye fiasem because party our co-position just 4 months now ultimi ba bontin be ka say omo mo ye juma office so no mu je ntimi ntu omo ka we say new enti Canada Japan dey kra na very good but now I was thinking say bianca we friend general secretary ene penifo mo party ni mu no na ka omo dey aye omo dey
abaso ke mo nka
onka say
omo nka hwe na ni ka wa ba omo nka
obeso obi a
mo ka na bontin to so de mama bontin
on dey ba bontin so
general secretary ka ye nyina ya
general secretary me ka say
Mike wonte
in fact
general secretary
me no ma te say omo so muniska but to the level say omo
tia work ayi ni there
what
na ma bontin enti oro no I say
ya go me hwe agbaso ma tia na omo ntia
na ali am so wo betu akwa ku party na nu ase
na party ya wa
party for na go mo ni ase
ultimi tia ayika
party so ayika
party member na person obo me me de mi susu ya me say na kan ye say ye fiase
okay
ni ye susu ye si to mango fi wa bonte
ene mosi
what you say enti abeye my obi e abeye you
I mean tell me so me kan sem keto abako ene akwasi utia enye soronko a chairman for Nkrom constitution come start dibi no
so omo de omo no bo so ye ntu omo ka and be buy
no ta kesi omo jeje ntu omo ka
ya no mo ye ne sana mo tia
contract na ba na 4 months here wa obo what one investment bi ara o je contract say the o
ebi na me kan
not just 4 months
what we have anya bibia
position na obi so ai say wa kenya o dey
awazi obaka say maybe mo leaders no some of them were irresponsible because for NPP ababemu for 8 years number of opposition this is what is going to happen now. NDC will be very strategic, so NDC for another has a triangle-phobic MPP and they will get the positions in the party.
My konim sadwe ekono I believe we need some foreign people to do orientation for all the parties and young people nko maybe o Mr. Onyam NDC
yes
echo power
opposition
8 man we need 8 years ebinum sere
yes
the same as
but it happens to national.
It happens to some of the assembly members bet me hu obi mbeko opposition and I mean in politics who run through level bia who pie kra say obenya adwuma ye na eden so you always have to plan for your exit. You need to know or give your exit plan. And I mean, akwasi me be free assembly me plan here.
Utu school.
Yes. Na ma say me yire kra me ka chen say me car me use no. Me dey call me office card ma me return in 6 months and sana me time aso.
Okay.
Because I'm person me test the level. Me car na me yire use me dey me dey camera ni parke. And now the camera obi a so ayemo no. And I'm use me yire dey. Jetta ye me onu use. Na fuwa ni nyoma bua you need to plan.
Yeah.
Mentete so secondly fuwa ni etocha me nya biom. Obi a wo ho abeji scan ye mam biom.
Yeah.
So I need to know say me am be ye adwuma. Atimfaso ati say
but
you need to know this.
That is individual. But a party when you CEOs, MPs, ministers, DCs. Now when to me I make effort we are in trying to get money from them to save. Because we say a time will come one won't mean to be more forever. No opportunity 4 months won't mean to your security 2,000 bosome.
Mike, I think you know, partner say contract be money there. Party office nominee there. You be called to build a party. So I say and to moment me plan bibia for party no say party ni equal to an amobia. Or you benya sky you be too. That is also omagu party.
It's serious.
Because the organization be aba. Na say individual be na sponsor.
Say we mo campaign to thank you to Amobekui. No no ba omia. ɛna so afa ho ka wo da ba omi amfa ka no a just ba ji free mo
that's all ma say eba sa na wo somebody opportunity am na leave it's not fine because there are certain activities you are purely na ese nya party this guy na dey sponsor those activities no na my kwa say me position no na de bia ma ko iska free baby o dey say e ma minya tese minya tu mi bi e o party ni so because some here bibia me ho na beba enti dey na say eka election be fair no we are doing things emma yenya fair election.
Okay.
You put somebody ahead because of the investment. Party net man send who ye near Germany papa kumi no be omo ye dey. Omo ye it is obi we chire kwa no presidential ambition na. That's hey. That's why the omo ye dey at least esa me pem baby etna. Maybe no be afraid chire ba no. Ebi kwa no on le begina party le betima win election.
Yeah.
Because party no odi obi call election na. Enye o turn my MPP for nko o turn am ma omo asebi omo nya MPP for from floating voters no ebe appeal omo omo so nya erehyem bi ama na ide ama omo to aba ama omo enye sa party ni go to me win election.
Right, I was EZRA 94.1 FM and of course EZRA TV honorable Kwesi Kwaten Dotte assembly member KMA honorable Ibrahim Bodi region so assembly member for the KMA my presiding member and afi miaminu Azongo Ariba and so development consultant at evangelist by joining in the later of the week.
Assembly member
Mike was one of crisis.
Oh, you crash. You took me on Queen.
Airport residential.
Oh, airport that then crash na mo asase.
Na mohoi.
Don't what anymore?
Who just go airport ho? Airport is going na enkodi asomampo.
Oh, da binya nkodi ho sa. Say na ye ho ayeka.
No. Mo kro me ni mpanifo frame ahe. Say Mike, mo kam mayu. Ada na si ase say Mike. Yes, nyina airport ho. Akodi asomampo kirikankambo. Akama na mbusa na ose mo na mo ye. Mo de mra never know see but you work
it na so be so chese Dotte airport ni o
oh en sada ni
my
so o tu ka ba je Dotte no tu
oh David o si asokore mampo
presidential
David o si asokore mampo o be so chese ase o tu for fan kro me ni o tu for te kra me nyu amani
mama opani akwa obi awakori
o nyame adom
e nyame ase
mo bo adwuma
yeah e da se
mother to senior wa haidi
yeah mo na voice note 0531
because join senior wa came
one kata kro mo di hapa what did you
so o technical man
what did you kro pa 0531455105 afi member honorable so honorable
94.1
mo ko share Adum PZ blue light just at all last Tuesday morning mo ko wie no mo recommendation to saying because o ma shase ebu some of the structures it to the intervention of the traders no cry and o mo vigilant o ma resist the continuous aspect or part of the project no at the end e ko so e assembly no e na different term mintio you know ko ma akra
Sir Mike I'm saying in TT you say documents create that many me I'm say the buyer na recommendation report from and you see what hano
okay
and the bar assembly say mbobo but in summary no ama in you matima bem no assembly no who said there are certain things in the document if you say you too much e be hard because say ma approval na it becomes a working document for mayor no to meet media na bia opebia
okay
and a document I did also no say Mike who show the na ye dia show say
okay
and for how long now be to me I read you know when you very informed idea say back contributions be a obeti my at that moment you know the assembly members were smart say no idea na aba no say it take time na ye kra no assembly see and intimi nko ho e konko hwe as assembly members no ye nyina yetimi ntu anamo enko hwe de esi no na ye gyina so ama ye so ayedai aka bibia afa ho enti ye nyina no eye ya dwen say ye ma approval no until say ye so ye di ani be kwakwa edai ebe kwakwa hwe ade no na ye so ye di adwe ayedai aba because ade ahun ye de mic unti we are not technical people but you can have a fair idea about say assembly ba ne ye kan ebetima ka bi
na sie na mo ko
enti na o say call individual
na mo twetwem okay
no ko o say
ani ba wentwem ya say appear stadium so chia mo pa o tie mo pa na appear fi Germany aba ho say Germany ko
madam for pa
no aba bia akwa ba so okoyi ana
o say meshia na mama ho anwure
yes o say baby o ya ade kan la so baby asai kokoye
ade katla say ade katla asoro ade katla ni asoro onhia
o ere appear utia
fra obechirem yo
for next yes minti ono
na say ya call na say de obusa na aye individual say MPs ni tu and am content by this no because in various letter areas people any panel na be kabom
exactly
e ba be dida o e bi free ba bia e ba o be dida na asamato am na assembly members ya to abama e na etimi nko hwe bi kra no say no kra no say Mike is no good tie come on what you say ni nyina e ba o in fact e ba e be hwe situation no ni ho say oh in fact ebi o ha obia ya dwendwe obi o ha esi ebu say the whole can no o say the main structure no KMS structure no obi si 3 stores bi e won say and ye nyina e ko hu ye no ye ka say no because na the whole no ye Germany si was si akra na ebe tuma bu akum nipa
okay
obi okọ obi bia okọ hwe bia no ko say dan na chia
okay
eti na no kra na nye mayor
memo atwas opo was it that building no na omusi aka ho asanya okay
the opo ko won to kwala eti nye mayor no na come out under see mungu because mayor no nya approval bia I know say mayor awa be so enya the first time our office baby ni enti oni mra no say approval must come from the assembly enti on timi ko ya ade me feel say the course be bre assembly no
okay
you busa na de powers eno nya ya ode yes so onya power from the assembly
okay
enti eno dey say omo from the ematic akra na say the nipa no see na akwaje approval abi say no ade ne dey say dey ayere do ko hu a mic e dey be kofo enti ye ko ide ko see no enya free meeting afina friends say ye be call your next meeting na che say the yesu ko hu ye no na ye no match because there are steps bebre e wo document mu a say mayor no any before ne dey eka first no already report na was it first the report should be given to the assembly
okay
afeni dey amaye and a second we should discuss the report with the stakeholders and the traders. We should discuss the report with the friends traditional councillors no authority no so enti ekoswa steps bi a say enti say ye go through obi an ade asay no so otimi ne ntrase enye seseye se bia wo kire mu akire de enti ese ebugu no also the na adwen ba de enti ese say ye de ye bugu na ye jojo then you come to a conclusion a by conclusion na that report no be ba assembly no ama assembly no enya opportunity eso atima ye dey aka ho asem eti ye de ye mo kwanya de say sa process ni nyina no omo konkodi so omo ne adwadifo no sia omo the traditional council authorities no so sia ye kai kra no em sa so no mo dia and na railways for no so no e ka ho bi e se so mo no mo ye dey esia ti sa ne ma we nyina akoso a Mike ye kuma se ne ye peni ye ye timi ka se structure ni so munkum obi say ye support mayor no necessary omutimi buy concrete evidence and approve as say I the necessary kwa assembly members why not
but who call ho no as an individual who can assembly no hamoko ho he no do you feel say I was ibu buildings no go
media for menya technical mind by for me niam me hu en foundation no sa de ni free esro and na foundation no Mike enye easy structure no tim say structure ho thing by baby a blocks no akeka ne de o say blocks ne de ejakana eden ya be ye week nti meme de ka meme adua ka meme de be ma wo na say ka structure ne de so ko hwe iron rocks ayifo ni di C Arab contractors di C sa structure we ha Mike ukola people now hwe iron rocks no now compared to that of baby ayebu ogu na me nya so say iron rocks no grebe nya bi wa ha nti I think say e be better say enka esro ni nyina no ko betimi ayi na say bia on be reinforce down no na bia the hollow blocks amman on top any idea I think say Mike me for me technical mind there to collapse the whole building there I don't support for what I me who ko hu ho there it will say ground floor there the whole day papa it's o ma here structure integrity text no I think say some on consam review na ma you know the follow so opportunity no mo so nya dey almost some per engineer amra no mo sa nya structure integrity test ni bi compare the two say compare the two I think say be my very meaningful suggestions say ba samla entimi nya de bia ade say be kwa enko say enko so a ma
min ko din komo we mra ye din komo na the former presiding member for KMA kweka so what is Chamabute, which is the second vice chairman for the party NPP, and make a statement class ebeyanka all of them omunko tnefina from ra ma mene the national vice chairman for the NPP Chamabute eni komotia wa emra chama ateme kan no prayer say Mike ni EZRA 94.1 FM EZRA TV bibi aboko de
Jamia do bo pa mo
abato mi na oba kumase a yentbi ansi ada ena pako opposition
the guy with chairman for you na
for Joso na chairman eno yete asemi yemven free ho say 4 months after say NPP ako position muntimi ntwe wadimo enfoka ese nyeke de Japan ko anu anka ebi anka this month it will be very difficult to pay the workers working for NPP sanity here
well we do baby amunya mention but I just had it
et say ankasa
oh so what I say there obi adu ga jesi into amusa every day agent no.
Oh sir but MC monye the video akene Japan make his statement no ready na bia montre chairman but financially is the party fit enough even to organize this thank you tour?
Oh yes, why not? You just fit enough to organize that. Thank you. Oh, sir, the very important to don't so. Now this can I go contact you to Abelabo.
Say muye kwa ba umia na abre muska so afa ono no fa sa aka no nti ebi anka ba umia man ka very difficult for you to organize that.
Oh how? What am I information?
Is it not true sir that Abumia had donated is it 3,300,000 Ghana cedis ahead of this thank you tour?
That is
that's the information you are picking. That's why we have called you. Is it true or not true?
100,000. The whole Ghana. Oh, if I don't have the call, if you understand, I'm a momo.
1992. I've been part and parcel.
So I'm right. Out 300,000.
94.1
Is that donation no no cry na nya no cry? Come here there.
So my we buy 300,000.
EZRA
Yes.
94.1.
Now also
EZRA 94.1.
But we buy 300,000.
Oh, I see.
300,000 Ghana cedis. But we buy Biafra.
O make donation bia no ahead of this
tour. What say what is somebody 50,000 or 50,000 100,000 maybe figure. I'm not going to be was that. So the power back door there being.
I see. But I'm not going to Japan so call donation no the kind say onyanti ye say party no is sikanim munya sika ntua djuma foka enu nti na obedonate the 100,000 Ghana cedis e de aboa Minim say no na o
1 million. That is not almost okay. I don't pay as one of them another day.
Sorry,
What's the head that I'm saying 1 million.
sorry, okay, 1 million. Sorry. Which is 10 billion OCDs. Say mon fan trade my foka. Enti Kenny na nya no right ana.
So the way you 100,000, we 1 million.
Exactly.
What do you have about managing party?
Because on enya information right ana.
Also, no. So we are, you need to have a discussion, say, you have the opposition. In the end, you know, I know my thought. There's nothing wrong with that.
Oh, I see.
94.
Well, but have you made a statement say all the national executives are Mohema 2024 general election who go by no ebeya we na monkotena fie na a new set crop of leadership Emra party num
Every time.
na so ne say
Yeah, 137 seats. And I am a car, say, you have a year, you buy my more at a time.
94.1.
They are 297, about 83 to 88. Let me start with you, say, you drop on. I mean, now, I'm not greedy. You know, one of you, I was said, yeah, because you had to be delivered. You know, one of the say, yeah, but you trouble, you know, be a guy. You are feeling, was in your out. That's what I said.
if this is the call there Rebecca said then ABR the flag bearers also no so feel so it shouldn't come again
And I know you're in the discussion of the electorate or the delegates.
why do you accept the blame as a vice chairman say you are part of the cause of your defeat and I want to blame no I can say it got to the point in time where now Sikakwa said the mamu edu e bi na chache mu saguma so say se me saguma chi wa EZRA radio EZRA TV na mentime adwuma ni yi na BBC a why should I accept the blame so I'm part of the cause
94.1.
So a TV station what I we na we chache mu sagu tiro so we Sikakwa won e dey here and now I don't contribute to the buyer. Yeah, teacher was a good also to be kasa.
Why is that kasa sao?
Let's say, c'est TV station, no. So Sikakwa, and I'm all yeah. Now the ending now they conform. Oh, but professor na adena perform sa na so professor bi jan chene ni papa ni go from fa na adena ko so wonya the already
Oh, me konchi exactly
and I was here so konchi
but ebi mo so yes somebody ban say mu ina mo konchen a new crop of leadership no e bia na o ma mehunu se de nemasi tie yi amwo ndika munya kakra ho na e bia dodo no akwa na mbe film a wo se ni ka voluntarily no wo pese wo film kwa na nkeye na e bia kakra bi nso nka ho. What is your view on that?
So the panel one day about the experience. In the panel was one rano. The beer there's always first time. And I win him.
Exactly.
Every brother first time you water. First time you are where you do much water. When this again will be Papa with the Japan. Different from that. Something was anti Kofi. Now, God members of the Noma and Ya, now we come board on Noma and Yanka. Now, what to be I was with
EZRA 94.1.
Now, we now board member, okay. Now, supporters the move for I don't know what to go. I was saying,
your General Secretary seems to have a dissenting view from Udi on 3 occasions. I know your engagement. Like I said, I'm blame the leadership of the party. No, say, Mona Mama party. No, Mona Mama party. No position because it got to a time where we were cabinet meeting. Kwano, Utimika na adwene, but now I'm penny nimpenny fubi emfa.
nti basa ya wo akwala no ade da wo represent wo no make country say ye no akwala ne ngata akwala da busu mu so ya de anyama wo na ya abuja very different.
I see. Huh? So you are leading the crusade, say Operation Clear All National Executives.
Yes, reform, total reform. I'm telling you. Party that will be a very say party that wakuma subiano. Also, who's as one maker, maybe need to be at me movie edi. Maybe any say. Yeah, executive, national executive, you are fairly party manual from war. It is amount more high. If what a chair was your boom. I don't hear here for now. You will be there with Jirana and you all want to get our no. Party bank announcing ya.
EZRA 94.1 FM.
Is that a recommendation, Professor Aaron Mike Committee, Amosati, to look into the cause of the elections? Now, among recommendations, Imrano, is that clearing all national executives part of their recommendation? Anna?
I know they deem you be crying. I know we need to be crying.
What you every committee report maybe?
Committee report from before I buy it. I want just one copy. No, the mind from review. I'm going to review committee of constitutional review. No, I'm going to print Kayaba. It is office ground of boss work. I'm going to do because I read a full book. It because I beat I had 2 hours ago. Go to the area.
So is it not too early to call for ABSM number because you have not even gotten time to read the entire committee report?
Now, read it. I didn't mean I was there. Go read it. That's what I was okay.
EZRA 94.1.
I didn't keep that there. No, I could read it. That's read it. I will read it. What's the idea? What you want to do is have a cow.
94.1.
Second, be the one between the artist and one son. I'll go police. I'll go to the police. Don't do anyone else be cow away.
That is my honest senior man talking. Yes, what? Now, other can you pause on this? The Bruno, what the man of it me are you?
I know there, and you may be at all. Don't give me the betray.
EZRA 94.1.
EZRA 94.1.
Individual. Seven fair now, we know we are cast of our cannon or the visa of Bikiano. But that may not to a babano. You would your part to the general part to go. I have no mark to the first of the day now. That's what babano. Why not?
Someone pay. I mean, I see. Is it the man that pretend be feel my better not say dinkomo. Or power in the film. To me, I'm one crowd. But I say there. They just say they are also got a few crowds. Nobody. Says about you, nobody in the party.
Me. You see me as a member, Papa. We are very constituency organizer, very constituency chairman. Nothing is that. That's not. Me a senior member. Party we be able to minimum.
I believe that Ube take active role in this thank you talk.
To be frank, may you remember me the day I made to your Kofi for now to the answer.
Oh, okay.
Next week, may you know, tab number started on me proposing on Saturday.
Okay. Chama ema yako idu ona ebenya ho yabija ema yako
that's it.
Let's hear that pan up. Right, abusua me ne the national vice chairman of the NPP chairman Smith Putte Dankwa and akodi nkomo no we tiawa I say everyone has failed ade we me nya choche kodu atia e be de kra o ye kajetia no na so now according to Honorable Akwesi Kwate, you feel say pulling the structures down on the idea and the best solution. There should be more expert to look into it than the only KM. Yes, sir.
I'm not totally saying say you pulling in and correct, but as a KM I okay. At least as a traders no so your mom fair hearing.
Yeah.
So that we come to compromise.
Okay.
Ne you say adela yekubu ogu no.
Yeah.
Enipa na omo timu na na so mo ho aka no. Omo so ya mo fair hearing.
Okay.
And that KMS so dey ne suggestions about if the two cry and work here, we can get an individual contractors to come in.
Okay.
I'm almost a bit my baby. Then I say a bar reporting back, second reporting back for approval. Let's say Mike Uncle, yeah, because that time when I reach better solutions. I'm traditional councillors album, Edo Madrian day, Abba. And I said, Krura across Abba. Yeah. Also, the Obekano, and I said, do and I bet me the idea. But we based on technicalities. And no said, say, no, no pioneer idea here. I see a way. Okay. See a go, see a bed, here. Technical people to give us a concrete solutions. You bet me the I maintain the idea now. Say a bit me the abu idea.
The okay now say you, a bet you.
Oh, at least say so. The near way come with the kind here, and now we say on the report to the buy. And I see that before it come with the abba. I'm on fair hearing. And I know my railways. So many involve all these people. And I want to buy. I think say. And I'm my assembly also tight. And it's steady document now. I think say can we so crank track. Okay. Because all these things, you know, as say, come with the kind here. And sign the above for approval. Okay. Because I only sign here man a report in the amount say yellow. Now the Bassa assembly members are approval. Near when you approval. A working document for the assembly.
Exactly.
So I feel now could you maybe say, Mukra was a man yard ne etise ya esa be ha nyina because ye nyina ye nuanom ye ma me no ye papa no e kumase fo e na edidwa ho enti say Mike ese ye ya de a e be boa ma o dwadie na ide akose ni party fie ni pe wu no tell na ye so just say ye nya ne ntem ni ye frɛ the both parties no because ye ma o mo hearing bia enti bia san komo na ye ma opportunity say enkoso no enkoso ntem a I don't think say a bar assembly a bed in day. Okay. The member I did say, I didn't know so on farm brano. Enya Juma. They move your horse and Esa. Netia said,
you know, having power.
And Netia said, bed. Oh, and you know, I mean, Esa, you're more obia fair hearing. 4.1. And no, my own all the stakeholders should come together. No more for Bibi, Papa Binya de Emra. Some of the banner of the Mame we are all there to support Zuba. You person the Juma Koso. What I say? I quite idea we say. Yeah, be we out of politics. Okay. I didn't hear no. Yeah, the kind. See a call no.
But everyone was Zuba say omo kwaje ho. Kuna the chance bi kwaje ho. E mo puli. The phone buagu. I say MPP for na instigate sadie.
Oh, me say Sanya ma we say ma say any politics na every oh say normally I don't acquire perception. Say political leaders now no. Anypa ni ejidie we mu. Yeah. Enti no oma dwen nyina say ye hwe na ye je ho na so mo ya de no kra bia ho mo ye omo de no kra no. E bia no man sanka. But na ye mayor no trim po bi say the way omo ansi air force ye niema no. Constructing niema na bia. Okay. Na omo anya ni ye. Ese nya bia KM works ni bi kra ma omo supervise blue light wo no mo ye layout ye niema bebre e ho. It's me the hollow cry the beggar say you follow mo blue light no. Omunya abutre no so ni mayor no nye dey Asia. Okay. Na ye proper layout. Say next time bibi ekosi wo ha. San koye bibi gigi. Say na fire service for nyina ntimi nra ho. Enti holiday you follow omunya abutre. Okay.
But you don't believe say MPP for na search no more instigated you the phone.
Say Mark sade we koye no politics because MPP NDC a asem na bubre na you know ye nya wo the pomasi breni ye nya wo. Okay. Enti you me nya out of politics. Okay. And na assembly members na ho no so no and be ma approval to do bibia obia and na ho no so non political ya dwen na ye dey ye ka and the ye no na pese ye dey ye
but I say
you out of politics.
Opo minti o kakra ho no you din komo on the PZ area ho now we need to understand say that structure na ho no na idea death trap inti mu akwamo ko hokra no e bia na mu bi hu say wo say ebu but just that the information no mamo asam members no kwa mama hu say oh this date contractor na na say nipa na ne da no yede na ka so nkonkobu so it took everybody by surprise and ma the phone so gina mu bebre no Maminti, what is the best approach now? I also unia kuma Zuba. It me at the edge now. Any of the phone bit me abwa.
Zuba be me opinion now.
Obey your opinion.
11th May na menya 50 years.
I don't could do well. So I said next 2 weeks never
So what you see akwana won cry no friends. Me amakwe o say.
Opomana. Onu bia. Na ni amakwe opoma du ni makwa ngam tia. Ana panga na. Opomi tia wa.
Mike, answer na me cause as we see.
94.1.
Menuma ya me title e hye me ho bopa. Me ninkuguda.
EZRA 94.1.
Na me ninkugu. Nyame wo ma fen.
EZRA 94.1.
Mama
Wani name band den meje phone no.
Menuma me to no. Me de bia me title na network na e dey voice no. Say a change fresh atawale no de na be political voice. Me title she me hun cry.
Okay.
Say issue bi ba na ye challenge na pressure woman. Edu ba bi ase wabam timu say ani kura ani pa wo ye ma omu kura. Bo se sa anwon ba man beto a.
94.1.
Sa building no mkobuye no. 2013 2012 somewhere.
Okay.
Me nya big problem wo Kumasi. Me ko tu nua CJ.W.S. obi a wotie bia no. Onko CJ.W.S. o Take FM. Ni e talk about planning system. Say ni see. Me catch on say sa building na eba wo no. Kumasi is sitting on the time bomb.
One hebo musie. Na under whose leadership?
I under Sapon.
Okay.
I under Sapon. Bani o si dan no so MPP ni.
Okay.
Ye ni dia MPP. But me can say me cano because of na Sapon wona fa. Majority Crawford engineers nyina me ne came forces saboso enye easy. But I told them we are sitting on the time. Unim say fire iba yi. Nenke hoda ho a ni baby na access.
Okay.
Na you say car efa ko bibia wo na efa ko ene ye sade.
Mama me Masarachi sa area on video no. MCR.
Nkeye den na regional minister Mechiano. Ekosre Hello FM for ko fetch ro ko bu. And sana fire service need to me ko ha yedum jam. I said this somewhere 2012, 2011 or 2012, 2013.
EZRA 94.1.
And they be me kasi BBC ba na say mo come back to archives. Upoma I am not controversial and me mpese Kumasi so ebese me nye nipa mpese Kumasi say mpese Kumasi yi. Me ne mo tena sensem amako ho a eduru bia press phone bitumi jisika sopa mi nyina ebam
Allegedly. You have no evidence.
Oh, the Obekan is having no evidence. Ibino. Esni nyina abam and these people is here for no my.
94.1.
Mami ma one history bi wo ehon answer. Answer my boss and nipa betias. This construction edwadi for ne started under your papa Nana Kwesi Adjumai Bresu.
Yeah.
Na subi ni ye ba akope. Ti hu se nsuo to ane yiri. So obekaya. Ito me ye say o se ye subi ni kese ba akon. Ebeka ketwa na wo dada no. So that nsuo ni yi a volume of water ebesin twam no. Gata no betimi afa ni nyina. Na eho na anyiri. Batama ye betimi aba bia na ye betimi aye. Sa gata kese na twe aba no. Minu Mike na ye maame nom ne ye papa nom te hodidwa. Eti ne ekoye ene say Arab contractors ni abanya na esisa project ne so on be compensate nipa ewo ho. Enti compensation no ene ma na ewo no traders associations na ewo ho no. Ba cho se jon tiemie. Omo kabo mu say sadia aban no fa compensation no. Nempoji no obeji bia ka mo a onfa mpe ba bi nye dey ema wo mo because omo nyi compensation no kom jo mu ni ba bi omo ye dey eko. That was the agreement between the KMA, the Arab contractors and the traders. Enti ehono na Arab contractors no ebe hu say so omo take the feet of gata no omo pena omo sa market to the roadside no na still space ye dey ewo ho but ebe yenketwa and adwadifo no so omo yeden omo pe eti adwadifo no compensation a nanka yede ma wo mo no and omo chi omo sika ni bi yeden e ka ho and Arab contractors this site ho aye be nti project no kra ebe start Kofi Juma although process no start wo na kwesi ajiman
okay
ombesi store ni we na ato ne che na beto mama part ni chen mu abeto mama part no ene koye controversy ene omde court say Mike adwadifo na yenua MC ene keme phobia for mo trasa no enye easy issue na da ho adwadifo mutima contempt eche mama part che regional police commander and other person I'm telling you demand more fun simple when they are dealing with KM issue they be unfun so me when I'm dealing with KM issue I started from down it be in America that is why before I take my decision nature na gidi court because omuko pia the form ye bibi on the coin contempt chi mama part that time any regional commander that time police commander no near yi and empenifo bam eti ne ekoya ni say o ma ye empenifo
okay
contempt no ntimi form ntum so they go o ya agreement within adwadifo ni nyina ne kemi mo mtrase mini a store no mwe na nyina ye 228 228
okay
say adwadifo ni nyina 212
Ezra
and we ni nyina 216
EZRA 94.1 FM.
It is still this one, Mike. And you came in Quadia.
Okay.
The Traders Association is will be, which I court our judgment. Long time. Yet contempt na me the estate manager then, Julie, on the negotiating with the phone more. Emma contempt the chrome ye kono you closer to them.
Okay.
And a coba say I'm fired. Tikwayo subscribe. And was say, so your shop near your dear crowd, you need to pay something to care me.
Okay.
Because baby, a sinner is your bias.
Exactly.
And tell the phone call, they start paying rent under Quajobo's time.
Okay.
Before no moon Jerry.
EZRA
And no 92.1. Say, man, so what this building? Now we need to know now we share building as all landlords are. And then as MCA came in Kwa Kosama integrity structure integrity test ejina so see mebu obi dan ye den hwe mama yen ka no kre I am not against anybody but I want to be a very fair person that is why I'm still living till now me nyi obi sika anya hwe me no kre die enti no o ma me no mti na radio pia fedi I am still exist opoma me ka no kre wo ye me nu I am papa me ka chi
sure
me 112 Sir John, who are 160? Asamas, sorry.
94.1.
Asamasia.
94.1.
What's who taking with decision here, babu? Without my involvement.
Ezra 94.1.
Sir John, Asama who came. Hey, no correct. Sir Mike, sorry. Sir Mike. Mami ni say na me nka Mike no say ne ba na ya ne chi Mike asanwe no kura ana who came.
94.1.
Say building e wo ma Ezra. Omom tonton ade e de wom. Ana me am papa Kofi Amponsah sofo su de wom. Na asamasia. Na sofo nko akoye no, wo se yemu dan ne yaden. Emu ba cho wo ma me de wom a wo bepene. We are not against the pulling down of the structures. But we are against one man decision.
Okay.
For that one there, I don't care. I will fight for the right of the people and my right. So I am successful. You cannot come and tell me say a Japadia nipa mi enu dia baku decision. Number two, I don't support it because ebia to yam here before that.
Okay, me.
Yes. These same engineers they are doing something to appraise Zuba. But they are pushing Zuba to the wrong position. He doesn't know.
The current KMA engineers
Yes.
They are doing something to
appraise him.
Zuba.
Chief executive.
Just to have a good face.
Yes, will be a slow transfer. That is material check. I know the system.
But the expert.
Now they are the Kobo Fufu now so Kumasi are expert now. They are all thinking about how they will stay in the system. So yeah, dear Mama Zuba who said, yeah, boy, but it's totally wrong. Engineer is my friend. But me can't correct send your tea and because in the year 2011, 2012, came a integrity structural integrity test. Say Unkobu building binya den emu. Yes, you will be painting at the end. Or did the bad way in any atonchen? Yakoya no, Papa said no one pay. Yam a giddy to the chemical court. Yako court in the process of dealing with the case, you know. Judge in Busa engineer say, your lawyer no. That I think it was Osepu Kwaseway. Test na ye no. Ye involve Papa no. Mike Utimi. Yes, Debbie. Okay. Ye involve no. Ye boy Papa no and I notify so no so the test. And family me yes, Debbie. No Busa say it will test now we and the chess a fair.
Yeah.
As authority. Any bugu yeso. Ye my cost. So Oma in the case no, they gave the owner chance to say uncle expert. Nipa no man no tech. Okay. No man structural integrity test no on some family.
Yeah.
Say John, obey structural integrity test no the buy no. O catch mu ping said that in Ibua enye. You raise concern say no correct. So they took money from KMA. They took money from the owner. Yakofa court na me yakofa independent engineer. So me say John esa buy no. Na the same test.
Opo me ni un call IBM NJ. Me ana na me tire assignment pa ma. Me na un chada kram pe school sa. Me bi ono ohene ban so kakra.
Ade die na si.
Enso betra me ni me. Akwaje say John Biscuit so John so kra so obu koda dada.
Oh say Mike. Me see me say John in front of me.
You know upon e call IBM NJ. And the time I over pepper side member most we need certificate near them na mo yes na yes cry
enti asema wo ken now so agina one side say yen magentum say John say Mike megituma enye yi Mike megituma enye yi megiatum say ye mudan no
okay
whilst traders na satisfied no mo de o report aba na kire say ye mu
okay
ana say ye bugu enye yi na ye mie no aye debate ni akofa another
external person
no aka chese ye mugu we all support them me en kan say ye wa assembly ho ni ye adwuma wa assembly ana ye ne ye ho nti no ye ya ade am na favor assembly no wa asa we ye wrong thing. I am not against the demolition of this building, but I am against one report.
Okay
Mike, I am against one-sided report. Say mfamu me support that. Make me lose at the assembly, but I will never support it. Mike, and then I see me NC, say me lose.
Aye.
But abam.
And what about some?
Me see CJ Louis, but didn't know ya pa when you take for.
Be an refi.
Cause by now mo fly. Kotek na yesa exclusive.
Be an refi.
So, enti supporting it no enya yi, but say we see that in here can was. Enti ni America na masre ke me ni say. Say about assembly 10 times. Na ye ma adwadifo no opportunity. Ye ma omo fair hearing. Maybe I will be only one person to support them.
Okay.
I will never ever disappoint them. Nemo, see a connect says no, you munsin fufra. We will support the assembly. Number 2, why you what are the conditions? What the people are betraying? Say a meme you buya, why ben ye first we see? Enim.
Why they see?
Why they see? Enim.
How long?
Yes, yeah. Ombenya omadia na omunya enim. How long ye di besi enim? Etie from semuntie ye. E die botaye adwempo be ne wo tirima wo pre wo.
But the champ was 9 months to 1 year be sit ni na mom.
Okay, omo obo omudi. We have only 2 authority. The traditional authority
and then the
Kemi.
Yeah.
Say your man kwanya. Or the 9 man bisi. Akwasi she report na kire. Your report baby a da ben ne bi se wo
na mokra mo says kan kemi
kwan be dey for all these things also convincing me hu sa ade no ye betimi aye I don't blame the chief executive.
You may be a reporting be a report.
Ketu be wrap up na me
the idea that the traders themselves want to go and develop should not be entertained.
Yeah.
Oh, now I'm take standard.
What I say, I rather a contractor can be appointed for them in this regard with supervision from the works department or appointed consultant.
Now, with all these things, you know, unshare traders, you know, only unshare.
Yeah.
After any approval, now we stakeholders engagement. Mike, at the end of that one, Obi against Tubi. Na minua Zuba so onti ase mane nya na against obi sabotage and obi saying we are rather protecting
exactly
engineers and technical men no peer leading most of the chief executive amen no mo call ye no anim go ase he me di kwayo bonso asem we tumi mfupa anze ani kwayo bonso ko NDC fo ane koma de kwayo bonso no poma ha adwi kwayo bonso pe presidential ayi NDC fo na ba po ba ye they use it as a tool against him.
Yeah.
Zuba is a very young man. He have political future. And more be pushi. Na say ni pana 10-30 years. Only ni be share the same position. Not the ball. Kennedy Japan. We are 11 cents of Kennedy Japan. But he fought for a friend say MPP. It will be very careful. May I advise me? I will never against him. But I will against any decision say on share mano or no mun share ye hu ni akosi ye nua man ye satisfied I will against it.
All right. I was saying the video promo okay me you did the phone on komo na Martin Kanabo kwati enso Martin nka me na mase ye twa homra ye ba manyefo no so atena se benyamre na edin komo ezi I will say course no ba na ba JFK nkrofo no fra no mo frɛ but the ebute be kan no wakan bi yentie kere Japan obata ye mfa
FM.
Back to power unless we are united. And I repeat, even if it becomes a challenge, it is not only unique to MPP. Is every party when they go to position, so they face financial or resources challenges. So I came from Madagascar and I heard the news that for 4 months we've not been able to pay salaries and even money to work. So I decided, okay, I'll come and give my widow's mite a contribution to help run the administration or the party, because we just came to a position in about 4 months, and it's sad that we cannot run the party, which I think is not good enough. So my message is simple. I've come this morning to give my will. It becomes a challenge. It is not only unique to MPP. Is every party when they go to position, so they face financial or resources challenges. So I came from Madagascar and I heard the news that for 4 months we've not been able to pay salaries and even money to work. So I decided, okay, I'll come and give my widow's mite a contribution to help run the administration or the party, because we just came to a position in about 4 months, and it's sad that we cannot run the party, which I think is not good enough. So my message is simple. I've come this morning to give my
Siena Sena Ensamo Akwaba. It is just 7 minutes to strike the hour 9 a.m. today being Saturday. You go so din komo. Why don't you 0531455105 0531455105. Hi Ezra 94.1 FM and of course Ezra TV. We ding Edison Mike Prince Aaron Dia, a member of the NPP communications team and a deputy MP. Ewo Ejoso constituency. This one officially one pin catch them. One pin catch them say you are the deputy MP Ewo Ejoso. Akwaba.
Yeah, Jamira.
You have a call here.
Yakupano.
Na remember. Eh bibiro ho.
Bibiri.
Okay.
And as a man, we are now in the near Mount Post Bibiri and the young one.
Okay.
I just say we are dancing is a human there.
Why?
And the way are now MP more the post carry my
yeah.
A plus it just said you are working.
Okay.
And the editum. I hear you.
But me not to before. Sahana.
And your money was
Sahana the late Papa ya no ye NDC. We are say Rolling School. E.T. Mensa. Ede. Sam George here no deputy MP and the ban also na akodi ni se.
Just ko yana da ya medibi.
Ene no correct.
Nti ede ya.
Me no na be kan di.
Media jam.
Sa.
O mba to media jam.
Evangelist Richard Pra, a regional communications team member for the NDC, one of the hardworking, but failed to take appointment. When Akaba,
Sir Mike, me ma watching na me fa sakwa we sunchi a omo 80 or radio so. Okay. 94.1. Omo ehwe o TV so omo ehwe o Facebook any other platforms so. Me ba me share that monitor all the platforms ni nyina ye adwuma nam so. Ezra mo komani mamisha unkra ni enko yanim oko Psalm 77 verse 11 or say I will remember the deeds of the Lord, yes I will remember your wonders of old. Mekai erade ndwuma eye no kra mekai ni ma kasia wo ye no titi mremu no. Sir Mike say enne waba mu ubu a me hye unkran adia baako ebeboa ne se wo be bu nkompo no wahwe wachi akai de awrade aye wo abrabo mu pen no ma bebre sisi ye kra wa mo ho mpaye wa ya ma ne enne ye hwe awrade bibia be ye fine. Sir Mike bibia ye wo kan nyina me se ye nim nyame a ye de ye ho ato no so o de mre ne ye na di obe ye ne fe wani baji don't worry
amen.
Don't worry. If you have me,
but you see, me, I'm not happy about the appointment, you know. In fact, said the I say, one night you need some way, you must pay the one young friend. Now, one year through be let Neko, you be going to be con. One can say 3 1. When you say you're born here, evangelist.
Ebefa, Sir Mike, Dako, to me here, Rade, any so in Fiapim to me and Dako.
But me was central for be my appointment.
Memma wa be mumbu Sir Mike.
Central for me na no me busy for.
Ebefa say rapture.
In fact, Ghana had for the
appointment be Bama Ashoke Nkrofo.
Utie presenters are not to me. Okay, so my main chance here senior development consultant. Senior, and some people are this week in the country from the CJ to that of the NPP. Thank you to Baumian Samawa party. No, a party is not in a religion. The issue of the KMA any traders or PZ, that of the accident SEC, the cause of the week and other issues. We'll first take in 10 minutes. I mean, who the episode of a
yo, Medas, Mamichi were tearful. Every kind, every say CJ, dear no, I trendy throughout the week. And you know, me perspective kakrawa home. The attendant say, position beyond who hold position ya ne 10-1 year absolute globally. Yes, that position no permanent there. But while you occupant of the position no, you don't have an absolute tenure. Number one. And even President Kura so create me impeach no. last year Korea South Korea omo impeach president December back no mu as I impeach prime minister and I remember Chile omo impeach omo president omo impeach na sem omo kan say omo say as a one for constitution nye adwuma na wasa a compromise the honor of the nation so aho de mechire no enti no yante asia say CJ o hwan even the president of the land yet me impeach no into position bia no a absolute. Secondly ohwe CJ a sansem ya ba petitions akwa ba say so mo follow through akwa kodu council of state and also so obiam breachi any constitutional processes due processes so no monam so how they make president in breaching constitution one two constitution entering one on two na say nti akwa say it is just following the due process. And then thirdly no share what I say there is substance in the petitions among for the core and I say chief executive chief justice no konko and the investors Ghana ha tap sir and the investors yam business investors o many him for so I say tap and the investors as a mamo na ye bu nyina no because of investors brony investors be free abonten abantra so aho de meche no we shouldn't be using those things as an excuse. Na ohwemu a metmaka say ye judiciary no the last Afrobarometer I report I buy any global info analysis dey ye ka the most corrupt institution ye the police to a near the judiciary aba beka ho emi say previous ayi no kura na presidency e ka ho emi say the last one year buy ye na chesa as a president e free the first three no. And clearly it tells you that said there is something wrong with the judiciary. Perception and consistently the judiciary. And Timenanka me the head of the judiciary no Kuranaka will be worried kakra. May they cut just from a layman's point of view. Menyambe who the merit or demerits in that petition. But generally no perception about judiciary in terms of corruption. Now share the Afrobarometer airba the way the airba no sebi emi say enya papa now me hwemwa ana make say position bia no ya absolute because ya impeach presidents bebre Donald Trump cry me say I can impeach no ana me boa but last year said they make South Korea last year December mo yi prime minister say yi president omi yo mo say wagu man ni mase so aho de mention Brazil so enti OKATAKYIE is replete with the position bia no ya absolute but position bia no e wana kade so aho de meche no na kade na ntimi anya adwuma e na ya na ya ka ho asem na wo de ba mame Gertrude ya o say tokono a o say mre bia ya ka say even ya say the spirit of the constitution conventions bu ho no mo say obotra eta kofa nsem bebreba because adeba ko am ko hu ya ne say oh say say Supreme Court one the most senior most judge over here Baf Bonny J. Kofi na appointed no 2008 because say J. Kofi na appointed Chief Justice J.W.S anamebwa but Melsi mo ne ye adwuma so aho de meche no ama mahama beto aso ne ye adwuma kopem say okọ retirement and they appointed sa anim yaboa ana anim yaboa justice anim yaboa ko ya maam we baaye nti ya mebusa me se den na Theodore Wood de omone mtimi yi adwuma babesi ne na we de and metmaka say throughout the Fourth Republic one leader obey making a difference in terms of say national cohesion and that reconciliatory kind of gesture bia sebi me hu bi da President Mills ono ne timba ya say obi aba monko oba ya was this chief executive say pake because bo ha na menim wo mo because here the district assembly say adwuma na ya so yes me ntina ho on say na efe for about 6 months or so na MPP appointees chief executives that sa na ye pe no but mami kan se menchire president Buaha o seti aho. You can't run away from his karma. Nti ya o seti president no you very 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 careful. O say President Akufo-Addo ba office na pa electoral commissioner because those days na your perception na ya was say Ebi Afarijan because Rollins na appointing into no obey but when you be fam emmo no throughout omo ya appoint to electoral commission including Charlotte say kra say na wontimi nya mfa bibi nko bono say where you DC ni answer say bibi but
there were a lot of petition and then a comment on one and for
but the American says I know when you near perception as I'm for car but now when you so but imagine say Akufo-Addo buy ya no say o ye Charlotte say one say before then Kranan Crawford nim enya hu say 146 that constitutional provision na actually no more refer say Loretta Lamte kura no another premo petition that I know a chirag boss that process na no follow ya ye di no that time so na
EZRA 94.1
within Mahama government mo asuna sa Charlotte say kwan yo mo fa so yi Charlotte say no e be serve as a president and once we set as president na secondly ade ba kwa na say ye hu wo nkura say boss ma sare mo aye yi wo mo kwhye yi si ho no now you could trace them to MPP including sir papaya omode ne call me ka say NDC for protest ai papaya na we doctor ai me am a student no ye na ye mlantia apia hene clearly aho de amechire no enti let us not run away from the fact say Akufo-Addo regime no they really bastardized state institutions and any leader be or no we just set as our president now you shouldn't expect anything different but the way I say omo ka we no to say I say nipa no also chief justice we are baby and one says sir I sal assembly by sal the whole constituency was denied a representation. Sir John Yanka no krese Seka Mike Yanka no krese nke kwaya Ashanti region ha. So and you deny what Yanka no krenchre ya. So ho de mechre no. And you deny a whole constituency a representation. Now is that this assembly common fund every common fund they been ko when here bibiana omuni any representation the people's representation because here na nam ho no obi our constituency the MP na da no nti ayire ho na bako na MPs no kura no mo say adwuma kura bro just a legislative role no mo perform no enye no nko aho dodo na ho na mrante ene maba wa fanya opportunities ebia school ho asema obeboa no ye network bebre opportunities bebre how mo to access free. But they were denied a representation the whole of that 4 years. I remember say Koya could do Supreme Court, Yantishu and Friho. And I remember said there was also one time be ana his registration, limited registration, or restricting to the district assemblies. And Menowa yete Chrome Hano came media ye 2 car near do. But met my catch was so free bamboy ko Boli district. Obetwa be 2 hours ansa no akwa kodu enti no clearly no o hwe ye constitution mu a e was say yisi afford kwan ma obia waso say qualify say o register be atimi register impediments bia be sisa de no ho kwan bia no not just all this franchise ayi nipa ontimi ma o ma register and to abankire na adwene as a citizen onia sa de no me kai say NDC for the call Supreme Court. When some of the court Supreme Court some kwako injunct that exercise no. I remember say Gertrude talk no set date now was set na omo be o set date we no omo so mbedi asem no na che say electoral commissioner kra so ahun enti maame no ahun o hwemu a
be ya o draw koi yakoye say you will see say maame no AFRIFA NDC.
Maybe medical say once medical say there is no absolute position. I'm not talking for NDC, I'm not talking because maybe the idea when him say me independent candidate. And I make say position be anywhere absolute. So let us not say obit in the position say Mahama as a president.
You can be
compromising the position do baby.
You can be impeached.
Ebi ana 2 tests na akwa dinti na ya na kamen pese one party betimi dominate parliament be presa. Said the be ya as a president no kura no. So the fa baby and kwan say fa. I was say yetimi yeden. Enti madika actually say there is no absolute position.
Yeah.
Who compromise position ya be you. Constitutional process no so o monam no so no. Say they have not breached anything. But I'm looking at just the substance. Now substance na me make say from me end no. O share Afrobarometer reports are eba nyina na. Men come am nko the entire judiciary name said there is a problem there.
Okay.
Nti Ghana for say I omo can corrupt institutions are omo the police are omo the judiciary babeka ho. She's the head of the judiciary. Says ya no me share just the substance of it keke say. 1 or 2 things are me hu no ma me no ho. Me ko fastly because tama ayi ba yeso no. This particular issue we buy Makokoi let me say obiko independent but original MPP ticket ama yet declare the seat in the vacant edu ya ebi muso so call independent say Bamba bin declare seat in the vacant
94.1
all of a sudden a could do Supreme Court but some America say no want to deny the constituency representation fine. I'm in line with that thinking. The constitution must have representation. But then a salad there for 4 years, no representation in Kaho. Until last night, because you're very careful, say, yes, our center right, or the Mamma for Winter tour, our center right culture of entitled elitism, say, a bimot, a special breed, say, a year we are, or bet my idea open. It said they are west for 1 year, no. Okay. So only that year. O make my you Pebianos Africa had it because I met the idea. Me person me boa me mind, me person me nationalizing my resources. Me person benefit me or me yan tiasi amount. What the wire bonnet. So I'm with the matron. Entino, you're very careful. Ye Charlotte say. Arguments are you who ya. At least in Crawford flow to arguments wahano. Tapes no ho. As I behind that make us say. Sa era we na social media bano. So your politician, oh, Kasa, you're very, very careful because I know Bejinaha. Now the betchy, take war. Now Sabejinaha.
Okay, may I say, be very careful as a politician when you are speaking these days. Social media will expose you, definitely expose you. Aaron, meet you. Now, Chinimudiana Uremu. Yes,
match at you now, baby. Me papa fa ye ho ana mpesa me fa.
Oh, okay.
Because okay wo kana asena access will be bam na.
94.1 FM.
Yeah,
EZRA 94.1 94.1.
Okay, bisa say charges ben ye jabo. Yeah man.
EZRA 94.1.
Because anyone say
EZRA 94.1.
When me an can charge no. And one say you know.
No, me refer to petition no.
Okay.
No, I've not because petitions here 3 and 2 have account.
Okay.
I can list some of the charges here.
Okay.
So but me part what I'm going to say me perspective no.
If you want to respond,
no, because I'm not going to say charges.
Okay.
Me see me perspective.
Yeah.
So every crowd there me cannot enim.
Yeah.
But me refer to
Your
the fact
Excellency, let him.
so they have what time, but men fan make us say me more be do a petition because I've not read the petition here.
So Aaron,
there's a mic.
Minty.
That's why then. Was that? Eh, they are tiane de yakasa obi bebem. I don't say. Now the papa can Charlotte say. And quickly Ubem was say Charlotte there. On one and crow for crowd petition. The 2 deputies. But what I say, and almost fear no pay your master a bad one thing. And it follows.
Procurement breaches.
It follows. And no, procurement breaches no. It's here. That's a wow offend. That's reality. It's your mamma na and the chief judge say young Pamano, Uncle Fee, why they?
Mama may underplay the integrity of the Council of States. Because the Council of States per the petitions acquire no omo prima facie on that issue telling you say petitioners are petition the call me who say no and everyone was am be na no that is the establishment by the council of
EZRA
state.
94.1.
It doesn't obey no before and now we did them no. And so the next step, the president goes ahead to appoint or to nominate a committee or to set up a committee. Committee no so no process na say. On be no dem am you say ye establish a prima facie. Either say the person involved no or best step aside. Now investigations no akoso and as better say na adwuma. And what choose one of the two we now one back on. Say step aside. So why don't we wait?
Master say, I'm not going to remember go dinner fence
EZRA 94.1 94.1
prima facie. They should tell us. And you anybody you. Anybody you.
Okay.
Oh, me bisa. Anybody you. Ah, no answer. You tena ase no. You hu say 1 2 3 but anybody if move back. Ah, you titibi.
Okay.
Say otu kwan
na the ban ni kunu.
Any ni kunu. But you know say Ghana law no. Chief Justice the condition of service no. Sa mra no ho. So ho akwanya so otu kwan mienu. Okwa onu atimi chusu ni Paul person ne ko.
Emra wa.
Judicial
service no emra wa.
Condition no.
Okay.
Chief Justice.
Okay.
It's a law.
Okay.
Obi obedi e bia enjoy.
Send any demonstration people for person mu yi. Eso ni fa so.
Demonstration be no.
On Chief Justice dey and pay police go ka say mo sha say one crime. Mbe ko Eastern region, mbe Central region, mbe Central region. Say yes there. The laws are there. E wo mind mo mebo a. Entino ada na ne on penny before. Mo so mo van court. Na ko demonstration.
Say Mike. Say argument that nyina ye kra na amanfo ama prima facie ye nim omo asem omo ka. Say ebia ye say maame wa ko wiade ana maame wa beauty contract ana maame wa say eno one say na tum krom ha ye do tum say out na ye defame wa ye wi ana ba be church asem and it's wrong. It's very wrong. Entina maybe say then na maame na ye to krom ye nim. We know the history of PNDC and DC. It the main empire me bo mama me say ne yekoso nyina so nya the personal security. We know the track record of NDC with judges and ubisa minu evangelist. They will tell you 2024 elections omoko judiciary and your papa okay judiciary ema yewura ya na ema mpanyin be catch Ghana for say ye wo Supreme Court FC. All because of the case at court was lose. Then that's about Bagonana. And before the case court 2013, Equia win a so why say NDC for fellows of Osukwate on joy or say a judiciary any NDC for the Bonia for 30 years? Why? Oko quarter. You took Roman Oko quarter. You go court with your evidence. What was them quarter? What's them send it here? No be a case when the election petition go court now chama e kra kokoshia omo lawyer say as one go as papa be any no. What do you expect from the judges now omo dem mra na ye adwuma
94.1
enti eye cook agenda what da omo yes say they are going to clean the judiciary. How do you clean jump say ne why you ma me na free ho na china the manager the baba Supreme Court judge edu fi say obia Chief Justice obia be judge ana obi beka say na ada na we see what they say nye na we ho na beka say here democracy na ye nyina ye build no institutions ho na be boa yen institutions pe enya dia ye nyina dia ho to so because na judiciary ye ka no say my again enye any other institution and the third arm of the government and they would start to say what cookie what dear what walk on tokwa and I buy be say ye be you we free what Sofia Gufu what is Sofia Gufu interview organization was a pressure on this for the man to resign. I want resign then I as a democracy then kwan if you say senya mimi nipa dia enye but when NDC go to court and win case there and now the court are working yani kroma na ato forcing ye ka so nkoto ambulance mra okoto to kamu ba kroma de ko court ayi MPC nyina go din ati wo parliament court really man no asem kan the inconsistency is becoming too much mami mumma ya nya ye suban say ade no nya ye nipa de a on free wonko mami na me bra pani ka
some rulings bia ekoso a court decision. Why do you attack it to the Supreme Court leader? And a court no wunni wo fie mra na wo de ko. There are laws and procedures. Edidi asembia. So we have phone na. Ya mention o say we have phone no. E bia yenya 2 days and enye obi free na so from court.
EZRA 94.
The means man near koso me mazombe you know so me no problem with it. But your constitution no and your democracy na yete ho no. Yen hwe ni ye. Ene this now so that things that they can do everything that they want. Now obi ya comparison. No obi ya way. No. And the others will be a nyanya and they will be in Twazo. Is that what the nation we are building? So be no more than yet. And yeah, and will be.
Are you admitting say the moye no in your era nenye?
Then yeah.
No, what you are saying, you know, say even if the moye nenya should we continue?
Even if just on cancer the enemy.
Okay. So Mike,
maybe in America say, "Yeah, man, no tokunu." Or no, I'm paying secret money buying.
Okay.
You know the track record of NDC. What they've done to some judges of Kroma. Now, back we were bad, not the bad that are so. The bad that are so. You're dragging human, send a band there, and then the you just say. Then I'm going to Ghana. You're the one the Ghana most budget campaign, most 24-hour economy. How many months in it? How many months in it? Most cost of leave because ever go from. Because if forms is here, conform and a committee affair, I don't want to say. Common cement Ghana for the spend Okroma. Cement was 80-90 cedis and 130 Ghana cedis.
Hey, don't know.
Me see that me tell you.
Don't know.
Opa from you phone we so me say.
Cement you say.
Me say 130 cedis. Me problem. Na 86 cedis, 90 cedis. And I was say no nyɛ. Does mind the yastic house setting was me account. It says in Nanteno and yet about bonity that is and it's all about Dana says
no by this
no as about Okano or catch say or backroom ha what the 1 week galamse will end. That's all guy. So I can say we are politician now. My young marker with your ways. And the kind of found and the media they will see there or buy NJ 4 months or buy NJ. What about 4 months? Not to mention what? Yes, I can say, oh, I didn't say. Sada we should move ahead of those things. Yet to claim and some home. Yet they are not paying back. I say, we are marking them with Omuka. Yeah, Mammy, I'm moving.
Let me see, almost what time I know.
The whole Ghana.
I say,
the whole Ghana. Chama to the saying. And that 4 months. What Ghana man is asking to an Uncle Brano. And then they enter you. Yet they tell Gunfi. Ah, Yanni Cromana, sir, Minister and Wilson. Now what's the papa? Who constituency? Who constituency chairman? To Galam say, yeah, this was the 4 call on my palm warmer. And I know what I see the double standard, the hypocrisy. So, okay, I'll catch up. Okay. Some man, I'll catch up. So, what has happened? And I'll see a tomato besu. Not a Sudan can man away, yes, the Swami. Say you Sudia can man away, yes, or no pay, quite yes, coming for the Swama Buzu. The government about crying there. Quite and I can get a balance at the 4. Well, you didn't sue. A man wanted to sue them. Sometimes, what are we experiencing with Chroma this year? And never can here. We are not fine. We are not fine. We are not fine. We are not fine. We are catching almost say they are not capable of managing Ghana.
Don't say them in Tessie crowd. And I say, you also would do the best.
Yeah, the cables are better. 1,300 containers under NDC. Hey, let me what about Kofi? We don't want money here. Mata ko foko ke so ba egum blind
mama nkonia mbra Aaron medase evangelist
say Mike
mintie we na
very interesting and I'm excited minua Aaron menini shia na ye koto aba no that time no more power
okay
ensem bi wo ha me kan ye em say ni refi ne ho kakra me ka kire ne say Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia will struggle to get 40%. Aaron Kanope Obo the Mebo Abremi. Me catch and say in Parliament, MPP will struggle to get 100 MPs. Today, as we speak, they are around 88. And I make the third one, me catch and say MPP no egu. Hey, not just a Makobo Mususu. And I'm say the destiny of the CPP is brighter than the MPP.
EZRA 94.1.
Na meka be said nature will deal with the MPP. Omante ase.
So they can say party no be.
Me samaka. Ahaya nso maka and egu. Samre no de na omo enti ase no me ka kire omo ne say woko EC nkrata mu a political parties ekua donko de ya register ni nyina na so it's a registered political party. Ye tosu mienu no more power. And no na ma the American no ayo amanfo. Na me then Crawford say let's take the power from them. And yaje every omunsem. There in the tete. Omo staff kra wo omo headquarters here 4 months omuntumi ntue omo.
Oba no pa me vice chairman akasa. Wo enti interview no.
Charlie vice chairman no so no executive or operate at the office until you person obeka chair say ontumi ntue.
Awa ba ngwa de kaniaka.
Yo enti Sir Mike, this is Bibia me pese ye nyina hwe. Memo obi are mfi me say the future, the destiny of the CPP today is brighter than that of the MPP. Yemfa nto baby. Why? Quickly say yehwe MPP a maka omonsemi ma mentwe omunra blue light the see here any the MPP as a group omoye. Sir Mike make I say it's unfortunate say Crawford and no mache em said ne Saturday ne ba high be shemu. Very unfortunate. Amanfo ahwere o musika ebinum ntumi recover bio. That is a fact. I know people billions obi oyi na normal anadwena ade eche na ejadem 3 billion worth of goods ade eche ejadem ahiko banks a unko bubo obusi na they very unfortunate but yenhwe baby e ho hye no a demarcated area for markets.
EZRA.
Yeah. No.
Why no?
Railways. Omasa say.
And willingly at the major form.
But a permanent place.
A temporary.
Good. Intiane a janito muno. They don't have the right say.
But let's not forget say enye really one kwana. The structures buildings now on Sujapu.
Good. No correct. And umpo that buildings like a PZ. I mean railway assassin worship. There's an agreement between PZ and the private developers. There's an agreement. And yet permanently for them. Assassin yet permanently for them a bind there. Good. Enti say Yonesa Sia. A man for Hiamwa. Right? Now say who as a political party who you expect to say ube who's idea way nyina 4 months ago KMA namo running which edum shamase na wo ba say wo ni omo ebe sun wo be boa omo a wo de cement ba sa cement no so won koye de yenti ase kantamanto ne techima dwa ne ade a hyehye no e hon hyehye no enye ani PZ enye the same nti you as a political party what man isika what man cement so mfanye dey cement ye dey who catch and so on san fankoye because cement one fanye adwuma spa eguwa ye den ye nyina enim sa but this is the group called MPP Canada compre ku be ye bi baomia be ye bi omo executive MPP fu abanyina they all come with cement then na ompese omo kire. That is how come KMA there's a new leadership or say omontu omobo Bibia and Elpim so aba. Obekopim so the report na komano. Your pim so asasura kura bekano. Ano ne ye behwe. Nti waje cement a woni wo kwan se kotutu as we speak. Ye ma obi akwan. Very unfortunate but you know the group called MP. Very lawless. Yanko yanim. Ma membra CJ.
Awaja ne sa wa misa na hwe.
So we should bet me bisa yen.
Na say idea bi ya ka wasa eno
go. Wo kasa na me wo dem ha wo kaya. His excellency e correct o kakra. Me mpo na me ka kire nze. O ma wo kwan na ka wasem. Owi a nya sa na democracy tie. Nti say MPP monte democracy asibi. Mo aye nkasa. Mo wa power ma me ya nkasa.
Obi a
ene ye tu mo
na say break.
Oh so ma nkasa. Interesting. Senior. CJ any suspension here there no and Sir Mike wo hwe book here on say nye original cover ni the original cover ni
the constitutional
good and na hwe utumu say abre wo misam me wo new one am kɛseɛ no mede ato baabi
okay
we na mede kɔ round the yam bibia me share da me nye law student me call law school me share da no books mienu a na ehia me pa bible me dache nkwa ene ebra mebo no ha nti ena 1992 constitution because me Ghana ni wo se me hu mra ye de chichire oman no na mankoto mra ena masua hwe eba the judiciary ni omo ho nsɛm a articles ne do papa start free article 125 125 na ekowie 161 just for the judiciary na yanko article 144 clause 6 or say where the office of the chief justice is vacant or where the chief justice is for any reason unable to perform the function of the office. Say Mike, baby amasha see free. Man call 146 where 144 clause 6 or say where the office of the chief justice is vacant. So ya papa no mo e chro this constitution omu into the future. Samre no omu chro no not the office of the chief justice ne yanti bi da say aye vacant ne akase. So they saw into the future, which means the chief justice office there will be a time e be vacant. But today as we speak yendru inti ya chro ato now yanko 146 we start free one when I say a justice of the Supreme Court or a chairman of the regional tribunal shall not be removed from office except, now listen, except for stated misbehavior 1 or incompetence 2 or on the ground of inability to perform the function of the office arising from infirmity or of the body or mind, which means constitution no actually kwanya sa office no wodi wonjuma ne kwanya yeyi His Excellency can be the president can be removed per this constitution. Impeachment nanado na ebi no mo kasi ye impeach no nanado aya impeach no pa de senior well obi nim da achi uko article 146(6) na or say where the petition is for the removal of the chief justice. We shall free 1 2 wana ekeka the lower courts ni other Supreme Court judges in wasem, but 146 clause 3 no wana a bia dia ye betumi dia yi omu. With your permission, if the president receives the petition to remove a justice of the Superior Court other than the chief justice or for the removal of the chair of the regional tribunal, he shall refer the petition to the chief justice. So obi a share chief justice as CBA say ye pesi ye yinwa ye nam petition so now oman panyini gia no wa refer e ama chief justice no no be determine whether there is a prima facie. So prima facie ni ye say emrafo kire say ye won nyina so obi. Now woko 6 clause 6 no or say where the petition is for the removal of the chief justice, the president shall, acting in consultation, shall a mandatory on one to maintain no office. Also Council of State appoint a committee consisting of a boss one of whom shall 7 so inti yena yetia yenua no MPP for almost on my demonstration a democracy inti a 1992 constitution we inti asema me person me be say dikan say why is the MPP so worried adena appear say omo a ente san hihye ya 1992 constitution no e de abayi ase no omu nyina koye MPP for dodo na MPP for. Sir Mike, the next question me person me be saying say
now we see from
and now ye ka say His Excellency John Dramani Mahama as 1992 constitution no MPP for no etumi aka say article so and so o man panyina buso all cross this man panyine abuso and I ka say man panyine wabu mra bi so.
Okay.
Wabu mra bi so.
Not really.
Be straight.
What I know, not really for now.
Omu mra bi aso nya say bi not really. Omu mra bi aso. No, omu mra bi aso. Now MPP for bed mamo 24 hours. Say ye wura be 2-3 weeks. Ever we say no. Chief Justice said, "Omatumi akotu one article mpo." They are just talking and putting words together. And then as we speak, Oman Penny and Mumre Biaso. And now, Omo ya and NDC, ni PNDC near the A. Ya trust Adian, Muye Nina, which I see any. Now, so today, Munya said 38.2%. You don't know better than the 57.
Let us say, Ezra 94.1 FM, and of course, Ezra TV. And never of course, I will pick in your course in a cause of the discussion, just 10 minutes to end the show. Mefa mokos no enti before then voice note the Bible at the amount. Well, you have no other issues. Apathy cause NPP defeat, Galamsey menace. Is it a tutti secret minister crano? I didn't soon. But me, to be frank with you, my minister, the radio station paying. I trust Amakofibwa. I say obeke Jumano, but say esuna wo sunu say baby ase no sunu de elembele hona wono telekobo kazo ne nkrofo ne those areas say the man for two Galamsey wo western region hona Amakofibwa ye MP wo no enya agro nti de no sunu untumi de na no sunu ana say wade na no sunu ana in general yakoso nyina na ohweri nyina na okabo mu sunu so any come in the best 5 minutes yamfa wrap up. Yes, my mental, yes. Apathy in MPP and then that of the Galamsey.
Obviously, I say, Oko to even statistics. Yana Nipantimi and Nipantimi nya atinkani yeje organization with emotions. Ntibiana minister no. Obviously, Obajalo ya the presentation kaka. What's a suya usuka wina amade no. Aye news. Amana aye news. And to baby, I do baby emotions in the bia. O share ya Galamsey issue ya. DNT ni yaka say Galamsey. Because of the implications for the environment. Nipa so ya promoting na so jina environment. Ana sebi mpuntu obia ni ho a ekwatra nipa. Now, the akoye serious wa Ghana ne say country bia ni ho betima kodi agro wo water bodies. There is not one single country. China crowd there say okokoto nsuo na wo hwe nsuo na o say akoye mi say adwembone wo wutim because water is life. Ntimikasi ye campaign me ba ha me ka kire wo say minerals e wo wiase nyina no any value change you because we can do without gold, we can do without diamond, but we cannot do without water. Yes. And I mean who say laboratory be our university be our wiase mu had me manufacture you dabi, so which means the obo ade de chair mfa na kan suo bo ade akohiafo nya bia akohiafo nya be wuna kasikafo nti yen suo de. But me, in fact, Professor from Paul Boatin here, I my fan say my friend. Na also me last me bahameka say the commitment against Galamsey no me nyanshe den hunu bebrebe sa because one o fight Galamsey na ye ko pass LI bi say afede ye makwan say nipa ntimi enya access to your forest reserves, also the core center of your ecosystem. One the ensure in a tree free. Ntimi busa say, sa law no de mete ya ne say, ase sa LI no and dem wiem. Ma wo kwan fa so parliament a say. Sa yi no ko pass ba ye. In fact, omo pass sa law no he, ma me ka asem nkire wo. Obetima ka say bibi nya bibi a legal bia na ya right to, because South Africa na party kura na ya legal but na nya right sa omom ko pass sa LI we no just say it's more of a crime against humanity. And me the way na gina so cast man who commitment against the fight against Galamsey Mesatie for Frimpong Boating the report or the buyer. I remember say some time back na metimi no email metimi sending a mail say prof edwuma mu hwe yi o na say be a normal ekoi. Na me share Professor Frimpong Boating report or the buyer. Clearly no. What you say it was entire state machinery. So how the mecha no. Galamsey was state sponsored. And no me I will not run away from that. We mo buy me say 4 months in omunya nche. But at least a be say ya who's interventions because I conta mine in the area more city. I conta mine in the no. I don't know him say who some bad dada because say restores sorry a year juma bebre wo. So I conta mine in issue with Emma even me nua a Kenasigbe. So the leading media coalition. On also take his side in the app. And here me say president to grab one conference be wo Kofodia. Omon resist our question. And the president cast they are not engaged in illegal mining. But before then, none the minister Abujina said, Omoma Akontaman access to that forest reserve. They are engaging in illegalities. Sani Yadiababe Wura currently. Mahu say NDC for so. Omoba mu. Oh Hana Sar don't go Diaba was you way mu NDC way mu way. And the best rest sa fight we no is about a very survivor. Ebaya omunyi sa politics no ento nchen. No mo make sure sa LI we no they should repeal it. In fact, now it is almost amendment, but they should repeal it. No mo make sure say me kura me fee says our gold board no mo dey aba no and a big game changer. Because with sa gold board no untimi enkoye Galamsey gold bi amfa enko za gold board because
Mr. Azungu
say
untimi nye illegal mine
illegal because the American say your countries na Ghana gold ye bet maton in fact me sure say UK na sefo no because the thing say omo I standards national laws be govern ayi say free baby ye use child labor every baby yes compromise environment so ahu every baby yes say as black nipa as it say war na rebels until no omo regulate until ama gold market no kura in terms of sales no aya limited let me say yes say Dubai side ha na mefa ni Asia hono and yes say gold board na ba na be regulate ya just say gold board no will have to take on board sir no money to make sure that say you gold no be a free ban in your child labor
so before the near turn gold no
was it gold na you gold in there say Dubai ni Asia hono you gold in the UK there
so now no
until runs and regulations
enko I hope you
no say say almost per se or regulate so how they
so you think that gold board is going to end illegal mining?
I mean, say is the game changer. I bet because one thing say you can't export gold. Abra emfa ayi. It is a cocoa board the omoyeri. So how they make change. Just gold get me for baby MP.
Okay.
And sad no so no besa boa yes say. Ebema in fact the exchange rate because currencies here the gold na back. Then at the whole Africa yes here na I export to gold to country be Africa. Now so yani yesika so yeah I one of the weakest in the world.
Me that say. Me tell me 4 minutes. Or for 2 minutes account.
Into gold board no. Me nim say gold board bet me.
Yeah, game changer. Me that say. Elon. Means you.
Right. If you thought I had to be EZRA.
No, that EZRA say any concept.
Say you kasa you entertaining on kakra. Ibu wa sana ende but the young person about the was stress on the one bar was stress one but he knows what I'm talking about but where the is it gold board no I'm saying the twitch I don't know cocoa board there
I'm the manager cocoa clear for
my partner
I'm to cocoa no cotton
and gold board is better
I'm to good no cotton
we have a cocoa we have a baby on
oh some of the cop Togo ne Ivory Coast ni
I'm the cop sir
movie ada bia
you go I'm saying this sir Mike NDC oh no I say so one guy so I'm say people from Ghana to okay and I want to sound that okay say Sam George or say Akufo-Addo ebusuafo dey to go Galamsey Okroma. So omo ba bema within 3 days they will stop Galamsey. Okay. And all of you. So okay. And then Galamsey ye die. And it keeps on. Or omo catch Ghana for say there's an airline you are omo ba ya they repeal it. That's what I'm going. Why then omo some of no repeal it say ya fani at team. I don't find them attracting him. Why are they talking about amendment? The inconsistency. Goodwill of working and now no practically 4 months in the matter. Okay, what the Bosom and Naya. Now what do we cannot be channel?
EZRA 94.1.
4 months. What were ban anything? Now this can't go what about. What do we go for? Just 4 months. Almost one very repealing. Now they are talking of amendment. What are they going to amend? At the end, you say, I don't know, man, go first, you go Galamsey. That's America. Why are they not repealing it? Campaign promises. So, and state of mind, gentlemen declare him.
94.1 FM.
So, Mike, and this is for failure. What about them 4 months? What do you mean declare state of emergency? Oh, Galamsey, what about the forest? What do you mean?
Because it's called I have words of Minister Chris.
Galamsey love one, a BC, a Yasida. Ah, yeah, Thompson and Sunbana train. Oh, then it's not block, only the church. And then they come Erastus, or more Erastus. I know they are for them in Alabama. One on that. Sir, and then they want to undertake his own time. And so now, a hat tarara, and on my mind, you know. But the West, I'm going to catch the Ghana for. Hey, what's a Ghana? My phone, you know. Sorry, sir. You declare the emergency. Now, I can't say the Kotoba. Nakaseng. So, how will you survive this heat? And my phone, you know, Galamsey, no, sir. And then, what are they? 4 months. And this is for no, they cannot declare that state of emergency.
But do you suggest you declare state of emergency? So
why were they proposing it? I thought they want bandy. What's the name? Ebasa the investors. What's the name of Pekasa? They say we need not investors and go on. What's the Ebasa investing in more money? We leave them. They will mean that the customer channel is Tio Kruma. Obi on Kanokre. Say, man, I'm a moody and yet make a canman and power no. Oko can work it. And then what color TV, you know, I got tongue, I got the black and white. Because nobody will catch us say, on my cost of living above from and then go and take the cost of living. And more now on the year campaign and one cement, no, a month for cement in Ghana. And that Kania, yet the sumo by a south to 14.5%. Under their word, oh, goes the IMF. 20,000 IMF. Say, 20,000 IMF. No IMF. Malakania to say, consistently, we gave Ghanaians light. And now, Tiana, as a former man, their prono. As a former man, their prono. Do so. I say, will be pizza to die. Over catch us, on the W catch up, say, and what a shit, you know. As well, kind of had just said,
there is no unestablished fact. Say Dumsona a Mary janitor. PZ. Because ye the security I know why Janet Shas here. Oh, that's good. I best studio. I don't know why. Janet Shas said he was there. Was there there? Was there there? Or say Janet Crani no light be ah. Enti no one say be ah no light no be shit. How do you link it to life? Papa will say Uncle new go what the mess as the Quangophobia. That's what I don't want it. I feel like say Nanya railway for the Mayan Tomantonida. Yes. On my team for mammy. Deliberately. I said Uncle because I am Gophobia. But I don't know. NDC, they have nothing good to offer Ghanaians. Look at the track record. And then Omun declared state of emergency. I will swim and the forest. They said it. They should declare. Let us see. Evangelist, the fight against illegal mining. In fact, maybe are disappointed in NDC. In some of my pie in opposition. No. Now it was mobile. There will be a proper way of solving the issue. But I said the same old story.
I say, Mike, Moka say, oh, you're disappointed. I will grant you that democracy will be to me actually wagging. But for me, I see, sir, the past 8 years under Nanado, there was no fight. there was no fight at all. It became a policy for the party, MPP. That is how come Anas expose Ebaye party here sika nye omu pension yete. What were they discussing? Say be ombeche concession omu executives. Now aside Anas Ejuma Oyeye, then Professor Frimpo Boatenso report by or say from the Flagstaff House to the polling station. Omuna this argument. MPP 4B had in court till today. The man is in court because of Bubo Mudi. The Atosubium, Erastus Asaridonko, Mebo Nabaso, Waye Juma Papa. But under the MPP, he was kidnapped, he was threatened. Canada compre a threaten. And it's a no money, and a NT bisa. Open and now ye can say. Erastus Gusu Ayene Moye Shemu. Every day or the update, but not too long ago, I think last week, one of the posts about Abaine IGP Abaso. It is under us, and they discover village Bia share Western region, Kwaye Bim. There are over 10,000 population. Galam say drugs in this annual man quorum. Ya quite shit, sir. Almost structures in India, almost a beche or Yachi. And now, can I she be in it? Eddie video. Aqua minister. Contaminating. Nime forest was say Bia. In fact, Minister Yantia says, oh, Nipa. In fact, of share video no. Ne rare who ye. Bra contaminating. Yeah. Chairman to me, Ashanti regional chairman of the MPP. Oh, better TV so ye gold. And the chairman saying, you know, that is how he got his money. And now you can say, I can't mine ye revoke on my license. Inti, me shall be a cry say, so who are contaminating? Chairman to me, and I say, O mon baby, no crap prayer, no the cars, I say no cry, my police form fano. Onis had to me, no, yaje. And now you can say FIC, FRZ, na the bank account. Yeah, the tabuno atu nisika samso. And you say this is not a fight. Under the MPP, the any can you say some renter na ye chichi omugana for mabuno no copy 200, 500 cedis a day abedi. Okay. Now we jai financiers ni adiana. He na do ye ni kroma na obeka kire say akonta mine nko the Miri forest. Say Mike, me trimu na mebo. Na do ameka. At the point ana okasano at the time no. Say Mike after 10 me need them ha. Inti so bi ba no say evangelist or them ha after 10 me wa ha. Does it mean say me ma ha? Some ba ha. Nyamini inti se panyini be ka say kire wa. Na wonim de opa kire. NDC yeah assure Ghana for say 57% Ghanaians are moto Abama ye. And then Dr. Mahmoud Baumia say, a party na dene call, a dear Omoko opposition. A party so, if he never, a party yes, won't she say be a way ye. Omunwai and me, economically they failed us. Financially, everything, environmentally, MPP failed. Galam say, come until no more opposition. They should tell Ghanaians. Okay. 0208340412 0558 620 300 0208340412. Hi, Ezra 94.1 FM and Ezra TV. Oba, lower the volume of your TV set. Na the Okano, Yintimi ente onkati. Only phone now they free no more. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good day, I'm free from you.
Kofi dim kata fi Central Region Agbasiodo.
Kofi we dem na butu ho pe mentio.
Anishan otron kwande. Na ne peso so evangelist ma me brother Bako ya mission non tron kwande evangelist. To akasa papa from many aji power over. And pe yehwe over John Germany mama. Emo die gu akwema. She MPP ni ha otron kwani ni enwo nwate. MPP fume dia drama asante with me na say. Who the so studio won say dia so. She ade mo ye mo si asante region. Na mo mapan Western Germany Mahama. And I am minister. What you want to do? Assessor reading, assessor reading. She could get your market.
EZRA 94.1. EZRA 94.1 FM.
Okay, Kwesi Yanfuachi. Hello, good morning. Hello. Good morning.
Hello.
Yes, we do have AFRIFA.
But I'm Kofi.
Yentio.
You know, program I'm when I'm better me come watching.
What's so kasa? Abeni what's so kasa?
Hello.
Kasa what's so?
I will Papa na OKATAKYIE for ya. That's NDC back power. Happy New Year 120 days. Happy New Year 120 days. It's 120 days a year travel. I don't know if you say as a fee. You know what you have to do. Excavator magma protect. There is a being to man to us. If it may you have no money out there, this is near the point now. You see me. But the better than can give the NDC in Penfona Warner, so more than that, for a coup.
Yeah, that's it. Hello, good morning. Good morning.
Yeah, Sir Mike.
Mint you.
Yeah, good morning.
Mint you.
Sir Mike. Yeah, na can Sir Mike and your purchase. I mean, too much you. Sir Mike. Yet you come and so crown and try. Your man may want class and it's mine. And you know, 10 years of the mama, dear, for the students. Can I say, Sir Mike, and this is Chamayo, a chip of block, a military. Some moment you get to quarter and this is and see before the year we are. In Cadena Gan, Kadamama Becca. Sir Mike, you won't do respect. Yet you come and this is for share, a state of emergency. That is why I'm seeing more problem with the labor unions. And you're useless, you know, because it's time to almost declare almost Muhammad one declare state of emergency.
Okay. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Yes, we didn't have AFRIFA.
Amponsah, yes, let me teach you to make a free boom festival for a open summer friend.
Yentio.
You NPP for Ankasa. A come on Konanko Mana say you, Nanka woman yas, NDC for Serewomo. Woman in fire, union in your back, when you came no mano. You know, so man, Kuya, a union and Yetimo. Domini at Serbia, don't want to influence with you, Niachero, man, Yamakan.
Hello, good morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
Dear AFRIFA.
Your friend Collins in Casetta to Juramia.
Yentio.
Yeah, no walking on say. On central for sometimes, then I team no yana yidimo yapa. Ibi te Kofi Palu. Asemo obaya walking. We need proof. But one man quite a maneka at the atom from him.
But I question him.
Yeah, and you know that Wala man can't ask them, but Wala man can't say no a jaokoi. So yeah, people or may be who say or MPP or mine and a trade party. I tell my poor my kind, let me do poor my home, poor my own MPP, no one when you saw MPP. Bau Kofi Paluna, who wire who said, no big the mood defended. No man can take Fosika, no what I said, yeah, a demo man out a tomb corner, Kofi Palu and pet. Adia Kofi Palu, you know, journalist, and yet.
Okay. Hello, good morning.
Morning, sir.
Yes, sir.
I'm Michel. Good afternoon, did you say China family?
Okay.
The American said, send an American, also Michel Reverend, or Boyd Mapa. We had the Uraku fear for Lunin and Crawford, a little Krumha, a ya, no me green woman just yet. Say, or more beg demonstration against you. Do you know Mr. Palu Krumha? You can't check on a force a birth set to crown, a dress a baby if you crown, a no crack. Birth set to me, that's all again in Mr. Pollution to Krumha. Not to Krumha. And you never been an Akufa, yeah. Because a young one, because you are not an Akufa to solo. No, you're more contract at the year, Juma, in your gun, as you can be in, and now I'm people co-position. You want to be in. I saw you the Demagana for and car.
Yo, Dr. Bamedasi, good morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
You do have AFRIFA. Hello, good morning. Obani mache. Me say oba ya mentie ho TV no so. Oya sa da bia my problem. Hello, good morning.
Morning, Samak.
Yes. Nyame adom comment you.
94.1 FM.
Fact.
EZRA 94.1.
Yeah, hallelujah. Ghana nya hallelujah. Ene Kumasi Krudia na nya hallelujah.
EZRA
Me na me no ham.
EZRA 94.1 FM.
Bi na kura se be Kumasi a na ye ne ye fi Kumasi ano. Omo be kan ahye no. Se mai so be kaya. Adai. Kumasi ana odia. Utu bokura kunu ye ne dan kwa no. Ontimi nkika dia wo kan adai. Masa senyame adom ne sa PP obobo bra boni na nsim ye ne sa ndisi bobo bla papa mo kama no tum na ndisi we so mo no bra adai na mo ataki MPP for ndisi for sa
era se yen yen fancy na afi yen sorry my Reverend of Fori at the nyamesem abetwa so on your radio and on TV. We are going to give you a very nice movie, sir. Everybody enjoy weekends, but April bonds are the best. Of course, April bonds are purely the best. Inti mo mudi mo birthday no. Ruben, yeah, birthday for Nafi. Yeah, sorry. Okay, so Amos, and Amos o birthday from Ruben EZRA Communications, wishing you a blessed happy birthday. Okay. So the next Ruben okay, so Honorable Bempi Liberal Party parliamentary candidate was to be and then Madam Elizabeth Kusi Afram or United Kingdom UK. Mommy, happy birthday to you. Oba Bempi nebusa for you say Oma happy birthday. And then Nana Ahenkai Sechiwa and then also so wawoda Ahenkai and then wawoda from Nana Yao Kuoku and busuafo ina ewe so happy birthday. Madam Lydia Kofi also na wawoda we every Evans Akon wukunu owo Elibu in the Western region, wishing you a blessed happy birthday. ADO2 Paul Japan ADO2 and then from Achiase Fire Command, all the staff wishing you a blessed happy birthday. Now ADO picture we are na chance bomunya de bae ADO achia na ni happy birthday to you senior na minshra na onye okese pa. All right, so yeah, sorry, Eja Akwasiduku or Axim, Eja Akwasiduku Axim. I don't know a treasurer NDC. Wabanaba, a very good morning. You say only honorable Isemu Bia. Yeah, sorry, TK translate now face of a penny, Reverend of Fori, Eddie Nyamisem Atwaswama, AFRIFA Pentecost Johnson. And Inano, a compound chance so. Yabakona House of EZRA yakosum. Once again, a very good morning. Moti evangelist nka tuni na ano moti ina yanka offer attack body nation Ruben AFRIFA and Michael ina no wow. Me didn't say Mike, we have an entire team. A very good morning. Have a great weekend. Yami aduma jwada yabe sign Asia. Dakram.